Okay, so we're live. Okay, guys, doing this live. Been a while, I know, since I've been on. Things are a bit weird here in fucking the UK. The COVID shit and stuff. So I guess you can understand that. But right. Anyway, so let's get to it. Yeah.
Friends, I've got a question for you. How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? How do you do that? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative, very likely to vote Republican, very likely to be Trump supporters, very likely to be pro-Second Amendment, and very likely to own guns. You make them scared, you make them victims, and you change their mindset, and then possibly you can pass anti-gun legislation. Is that what happened in Las Vegas? Is that why the country music festival was targeted? Because those would be the people, would be the ones that we would relate to? Are they trying to terrorize our mindset and change our minds on the Second Amendment? Is that what's going on here? I have a lot of questions about that. I don't believe Stephen Paddock was a lone wolf. I don't believe that he pulled this off all by himself, and I know most of you don't either. So I am really wondering if there's a bigger motive there, and does it have to do with the Second Amendment? Because what's the best way to control the people? You have to take away their guns. So that's just my question today. This is Marjorie Green with American Truth Seekers.
Marjorie Green, I think that was, don't know what year it was. I think they mentioned it, but it was 2013 or something like that. Was it 2013 when that stuff happened? The LA shooting where somebody got into a hotel room and just shot down into the crowd. She's like, oh, he wasn't alone. And yet, anytime anybody shoots a school up or a cinema up, oh, the lone shooters. They're just crazy lone people, Anyway, okay, so that's one bit of a video I like to put on. And then this is her again. Here.
Traitor to our country. She's guilty of treason. She took an oath to protect American citizens and uphold our laws. And she gives aid and comfort to our enemies who illegally invade our land. That's what treason is.
She's talking about Pelosi here. Pelosi is a traitor to the government, to America, and she should be killed. Right?
And by our law, representatives and senators can be kicked out and no longer serve in our government.
Do you hear what she said there? If you're found to be a traitor fighting against the state, fighting against the government, you can be kicked out.
And it's a crime punishable by death, is what treason is. Nancy
She's also said, sorry.
Pelosi is guilty of treason, and we want her in our government. And it's a crime punishable by death, is what treason is. Nancy Pelosi is guilty of treason, and we want her out of our government. She's held her seat of power for 32 years.
Yeah, and in that time, I don't think she's ever helped anybody try to invade the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Unlike this bitch.
She's 78 years old. She is dying in Congress. We are fed up with these corrupt politicians that hang on to their power just to make themselves rich.
I mean, look, she says the punishment for treason is execution, and Nancy Pelosi is guilty of treason. And I mean, I frankly, with all due respect, Emma, if I saw a video of you saying this about...
Right, so let's go. Next
Marjorie
one.
Taylor Greene's antics are spilling out and causing problems here on Capitol Hill. Take a look at this video that Greene posted today on her Twitter feed from the day of the impeachment vote.
Criminals.
You know what? Yeah, don't yell at people. Stop being a hypocrite.
Now, that was a dust-up between Greene and freshman Congresswoman Cori Bush of Missouri that happened on the day of the impeachment vote in the tunnels between the Capitol and the House office building. Now, Bush is saying that Greene confronted her and verbally assaulted her, so much so that Bush has asked for her office to be moved away from Greene's office in the Longworth House office building. I went over and looked at those two offices today. I can confirm that there were moving boxes out in front of Cori Bush's office.
So this girl, for years, has been shouting and bawling about Pelosi being a traitor, the Democrats being, just in there to make money. And yet, since, the last 4 years, it's all been Republicans in there making money. I don't hear us shouting about that. But only the Democrats are in there making money. Nothing said about the Republicans who, found out about COVID and sold all their stocks in certain businesses, and nothing about that, that insider trading or fraud, whatever you want to call it. I mean, one of the Florida Republicans is one of the biggest fraudsters who, used to work for a company who defrauded money given to hospitals and healthcare. What was it? It wasn't just hospitals. It was actually screwing the VA, the Veterans Association, or the VA, all the VA money. They were Republicans screwing the VA, taking money out of the VA. I mean, God damn this bitch. Anyway, look, the whole reason here is just to say, like, the Republican Party is shattered. It is destroyed. Trump destroyed it. And the Republicans who are still in power at the moment, Trump's gone. He's not the president anymore. Yes, he's been impeached. But there's no reason why he shouldn't be impeached. Other government officials have been impeached after they left office. You know what I mean? So, it's not unknown. It's not against the Constitution. Obviously, it's written there. I think there was a legal guy that I watched actually telling you where the impeachment sort of process comes from. It comes from Britain. Yeah, I'm British. I understand that because we've impeached people after they've left office. And they set it up to say, yeah, we should do the same thing. Doesn't matter if you resign just before you get impeached. That doesn't mean you can escape. The impeachment can still go forward even if you resign. And it's already happened to people in America. So it's not against the Constitution. It's not against your impeachment rules. It's not a legal thing. It's nothing to do with courts or judges. It's to do with the Senate and the House. You know what I mean? The House brings impeachment papers, the Senate tries you. That's all it's got. And the Senate is the only people that can try you as a person who works for the government. Got nothing to do with judges. And in fact, the way that the impeachment thing is written, even if they say, well, we're not going to vote to impeach you, to convict you in impeachment, you can still be, taken to court by a state for, whatever it is you did that the government couldn't catch you for. You're still open to the normal legal procedure against any American citizen. So impeachment has got nothing to do with law because that comes later. You can still be done legally in the courts after an impeachment for the things that an impeachment might not have found you guilty for. And you can be found guilty in that court of law because it's a different set of rules. It's a different set of laws. Yeah, there's no law to the impeachment law. It's not to do with laws. It's to do with what the people in the House and Senate think about you. It's a bit like, oh, you did something bad. You know, you groped somebody in your office on Capitol Hill, right? And yeah, she didn't press charges. You weren't taken to court for rape, but the Senate found out about it, or the House found out about it, and then they put you forward to, like, you know, their what is it? You know, they've got a wee court in there that judges whether you're a suitable person to be, to be in the House or be in the Senate, and then they can kick you out, just like that bird said. That bird Green said, you know, she should be removed from the office by, by the House. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the law. The House and the Senate have got their own moral guidelines that if you break them, they can, do you for. And it's got nothing to do with the actual legal law that you have in the country that applies to every citizen. And even if they say, well, we bring you up on charges and you get away with it, or we're not going to sanction you, but don't do it again. You can still be, if you groped somebody, they can still go to, like, the DC courts and do you for harassment, sexual assault. You still can be tried, under the law that every American is governed by. No matter what the House and Senate say, you can still be tried under law. This is, oh God. Let's hear a wee bit more, right?
Now, Green pushing back, saying that it was Bush that started this altercation, but Wolf, it's just an indication of how this has become a big distraction for all the work that needs to be done here on Capitol Hill. And Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader, is attempting to address it.
Remember, the Republicans are all talking about, oh, let's just forget everything. Let's just. That was weeks ago when people attacked the Capitol, building. But it's been weeks. Let's just forget about it. Let's just move on. You know what I mean? Apart from this bitch, who's fucking still screaming about fucking, people getting kicked out of the office and, how she's been persecuted, blah, 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 blah. She's trying to carry guns into the Senate or the House, the House. She's trying to carry guns in there. She's trying to get around the fucking metal detectors. What if she goes into the fucking House and then somebody says something about her and she stands up and shoots them? I mean, she shouldn't be able to have a fucking gun in there. Well, you're allowed to have a stick. Nobody says that you shouldn't be able to go and beat somebody over the head with a stick. I think that's happened as well in American history. But I mean, you're not allowed to have guns.
At least on some level, he tells us that he will meet with Marjorie Taylor Greene here on Capitol Hill sometime next week.
Yeah, he's going to have his work.
Yeah. McCarthy is such a fucking ballless, dickless fucking guy. He went and met with fucking Trump down in Mar-a-Lago. He gave this bird Green a seat on the Education Committee. And now that all these other videos are coming out, now he's going to talk to her again at the end of the week. And what's he going to say to her? Shut the fuck up, stop fucking moaning, stop bitching so much and you can keep your seat? Or is he going to say to her, we're taking your seat away from you and we're going to kick you out? I mean, that's basically what she told me. She should have her seat taken away from her and she should be removed from the fucking House of Representatives. She is not a suitable person to work for your government.
Cut out. She's also promoted all these really disgusting anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, blaming a Jewish conspiracy for the wildfires, for example, out in.
She's blaming Jews who have control of laser beams in the atmosphere, right, in orbit, for starting the fires in California. Because some people seen jagged blue beams come down from the sky. Yeah, they're called fucking lightning. You know what I mean? It's called lightning. It's not a laser. Lasers are normally pretty straight. They're not these jagged blue lasers that they're saying come down. Yeah, it's fucking lightning, you motherfucker, Also, if you've got a huge fire and lots of smoke and the sun's, low in the sky, you see beams come through. There's clouds above. You see beams coming down from the sun through the clouds, and it can look like a laser. You know what I mean? It can. Anyway. Yeah, have you ever seen this smoke or haze or fog, and the sun's rising, and you see the big rays, right? Well, you imagine it a bit high in the sky, and lots of smoke in the sky. You see beams coming down. You see that as well in pictures where there's a break in the sky in the sun, and there's all these beams of light come down from the sun through the forest, and it's like, yeah, it looks like lasers, but that's just because you're an ignoramus, know-nothing, you know what I mean, fucking meathead, God damn, there's lots of fucking things that can look like things. It doesn't mean it's a thing, you know what I mean? Unless you read something on fucking some right-wing fucking propaganda fucking thing. Or was it somebody like fucking this green bitch, you know what I mean? God damn.
California, and it's really disgusting to hear. And as we look back on all of those social media posts that she came up with, they're really totally disgusting. All right, Ryan, thank you very, very much. Let's get some insight from our chief political analyst, Gloria Borger, and former Ohio Governor John Kasich. He's a CNN
Kasich.
senior
I fucking
commentator.
hate Kasich.
Governor, have you ever seen your party, the Republican Party, in such complete...
I fucking hate Kasich. I remember the shit Kasich used to say when he was fucking in the no, he's a senator. He's a senator, isn't he? Or he's an ex. I can't remember. I can't keep up with fucking everything now. I've got so much to fucking do in my own life with the COVID and fucking looking after two elderly parents. My mum got her first injection, by the way, of fucking the anti-fucking COVID virus on Monday there. Thank God for that. My dad, he's only 74. My mum's 86. It's her fourth husband. I don't know why she keeps getting married. I'm hoping... Well, I'm not hoping he dies, but I'm hoping that if he does die, that she doesn't get married again. Anyway, it's just ridiculous. I'm just so glad that she got the injection. I'm probably not going to see an injection till fucking July, you know what I mean, or some fucking thing. But these assholes, this Kasich motherfucker, I remember the shite he used to pull in the fucking, is he in that, I think he was a senator, I think he was the seat, I'm not sure, he might still be a fucking senator, I don't fucking know. Kasich, complete fucking meathead cunt, right? And then he's going to tell me something new about how he hates Green and hates Trump, and yeah, well, it's a bit fucking late now, isn't it?
Disarray.
I'm sick over this.
Oh, he's sick. He looks sick, doesn't he? Oh, he's totally sick about this shit. You know what I mean? Oh, how the fucking Republican Party has fallen. Yeah, the Republican Party is shattered, mate. It is fucking shattered into bits because it cunts like this who didn't know what the fuck was going on when it was going on. But now they see the fucking aftermath, they're going, oh my God, I wish I hadn't fucking said the things I said. I want to see the videos that he fucking put out. His Twitter fucking feed. I want to see that shit over the last fucking 4 years and see if it fucking comports to what he's saying now, the cunt.
Wolf, just listening to this report, and they're going to have a conference to kind of talk this out. Yeah, we used to have conferences about whether we were going
to... A typical politicians, go to, we're going to have a conference about it, you know what I mean? Oh, we're going to debate this. Oh yeah, we're certainly going to talk about this and work all out. No, yeah.
Cut spending, or whether we were going to cut taxes, and that would get to be, volatile at times. But this is just, it's so...
When has he ever been into cutting anything other than taxes? You remember the Republican Party for the last fucking 80 years has been against fucking government spending. When has any Republican, when they've been in power, cut government spending? Never. They've never cut government spending. What they have done is cut tax, which means the government's got less money to pay for their expenditure. So yes, every fucking single year you've had a Republican Party in, yeah, they've cut taxes and increased spending. And then America gets in a more shitty fucking place than what it was. And then they get knocked out of the office. The Democrats come in, they try to balance the budget. Some of them have even managed that. I think the only person that actually did manage it was Bill Clinton, who they impeached for a blowjob in the White House. Right? One fucking blowjob. Right? Remember that. One fucking blowjob. The shit that fucking Trump has done over the last 4 years, don't want to impeach him. Don't want, no. Oh, no. That was a perfect fucking conversation on the telephone, you know. He wasn't, inciting people to riot. He was just encouraging them to walk to the Capitol building and wave the flags. That's basically what he was doing. Yeah, okay, you fucking retard.
So far beyond the pale. And frankly, the leaders in the Republican Party have got to.
You used to be one of those fucking leaders, motherfucker. Don't you remember? You used to be one of those fucking leaders. Don't remember you ever saying anything about fucking, stepping back, let's not fucking stir the people up. No, you were one of the people saying Mexicans were fucking rapists. You were one of the people saying, yeah, Muslims, they're all bombers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not every terrorist is a Muslim, but not every Muslim is a terrorist, but every terrorist is a Muslim, which is fucking wrong. We had fucking terrorists in Britain, they were all fucking Irish, so fucking, retarded shit. He was one of the people fucking saying that shit. John fucking Kasich, yeah. Fucking wanker. But now, you know what? I've got to get on the right side of fucking history here. Otherwise, my whole fucking, legacy could... You don't have a legacy. You don't have a legacy, you fucking motherfucker. You're a miserable fucking sheep in fucking, dog's clothing, not even a wolf, mate. Sheep in dog's clothing. Or dog in sheep's clothing. I can't fucking remember what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this guy is a fucking prick. A very small prick, by the way, but he's a prick. Right?
Stop promoting lies. Because what they're doing is they're feeding...
Oh, stop telling lies. You've been telling lies for fucking 30 years, you motherfucker, about trickle-down fucking economics. You know what I mean? Lie, pants on fire, but now I'm just... now I've got people I can point to. I can maybe improve my fucking, standing in the people's eyes by... turning around now when everybody knows that all fucking, fucked up. Now I can tell and say I was never one of the fucked up ones. No, you were always a fucked up one. Look at his fucking face, man. Look at his face. Does he look like what he's saying matters to him? He can hardly even move the muscles of his face to give an expression. He looks like one of the kisser fish in a fucking, aquarium. What the fuck?
The beast. And these folks who are trying to cling to something, some folks who don't have jobs, or their kids are doing terribly, or they're really under fire.
What do you mean some of these people don't have jobs? Almost nobody in America has a job at the moment, mate. Have you not realised the whole fucking country is shut down because Trump did nothing for a whole fucking year? A whole fucking year? And you fucking stood back and said nothing about it for a whole fucking year. But now you're all upset about it because they're asking questions about one person who's a complete fucking nutter. Oh my God.
They're feeding these people a conspiracy theory that angers them and thinks that if we can...
Yeah, but you supported the same conspiracy theories over the last fucking 4 years. You said nothing about it then. Nothing.
Somehow reverse the result of this election, somehow everything will be great with them. It will not be. And these QAnon supporters, I read a testimony of one today, a woman who finally realized that what she had been doing and what she had been reading and what she had been thinking was totally wrong.
Oh, so now you're saying that, oh, the QAnon people are okay because now they realise that QAnon was wrong, and they're all returning back to normal now. Yeah, oh, the QAnon people are all returning back to normal. I met a woman who's totally returning back to normal because how did she realise? How did she tell me? How did she realise?
So the party's got to start putting some ideas out there and continuing to mislead people.
Okay, wait. The Conservative Party in America has not had an idea in the last fucking 12 to fucking 16 years. Now suddenly you're Mr. Kasich are telling me that we've all got to have some brilliant ideas now. What fucking ideas? Trickle down economics and tax cuts is the only fucking thing you've ever fucking had for 16 fucking years, which is why America is fucked. And you didn't speak out fucking 10 years ago when you seen Obama doing a fucking good job of the country. You did not speak out then. You fucking blackmailed that, blackmailed that fucking cunt because of a Democrat. And everybody else in your party be saying, no, we can't fucking go along or fucking sign up with him. When did you ever vote with Obama, Mr. Kasich? Tell me any time you voted with Obama. Any of his policies. Just one.
For purposes of gaining power or winning elections, it's a disgrace. It is a disgrace.
Gloria, we just learned that Kevin McCarthy, the Republican leader in the House, is going to actually sit down with Marjorie Taylor Greene next.
I fucking hate this Wolf Blitzer guy as well. That's his name, isn't it? He's Wolf Blitzer, isn't he? He's always been one of these fucking go along to be along. Oh, somebody says something bad about the Republicans, I've got to say something bad about the Democrats in order to balance it all up, because it's always got to balance. You know what I mean? Fuck you, Wolf. You're a fucking dick.
Next week, is there any reason to expect, based on what we know at this point at least, that she'll receive anything more than a slap on the wrist?
No, there isn't. Sad to say. What he should say to her when he meets with her is, you ought to leave the Congress.
No, you need to leave it. You need to resign. We're taking your fucking spot on the fucking education away from it, and you need to resign. And if you don't resign, we will force you out. I will get enough fucking people to vote with the Democrats to fucking get rid of you. It will be a bipartisan fucking getting rid of. You understand? You need to resign. I want your fucking resignation on my office in the next fucking 24 hours. Otherwise, I can't speak for how badly it's going to go for you. That's what he should say. But McCarthy's a fucking dickhead. He's fucking not going to say that because he thinks he can ride this out. He thinks he can ride the fucking coattails of Trump and stay there. But the guy's done. The Republicans are fractured. They're a busted up, fucking cracking apart party. And this is why Kasich is saying what he's saying, because he still thinks he's got some way, maybe, for the next 10 years to get back into to the Republican Party. But the Republican Party might not even be a party in the next fucking 10 years. I don't even know if the Republicans understand this. I can see it from where I'm sitting in Britain. This could be the demand. I remember a party called the Liberal Party in Britain, and then it became the Liberal Democrats, right? Because the they were the Liberal Democrats, and then it broke apart and they became the Liberals. I think it was one or the other. I can't remember. Right? I'm drunk, but anyway, the party fractured because they did terribly in one election, and that was it. The party was done, and it's never recovered. This could be the non-recovery point of the Republican Party if these motherfuckers don't fucking sort their heads out. And by the way, I don't even think they can. There's not enough of them to sort their heads out. There's no Republicans there. I mean, for the last fucking 20 years, the Republicans have gradually been fucking kicking out any moderate Republican whatsoever. The Democrats have got a problem as well. They've got at least two Republicans who won Democratic positions, you know, which I can't remember his fucking name now. I made a video about it already. But there's two of them. There's a woman and a man. And although the Democrats are 50-50 with Republicans, with the tiebreaker being the, what do you call it, VP? The VP in it? Is that what you call her? Kamala Harris, she's the VP, right? So she's the tiebreaker. But there's two fucking Democrats who might swap over and fucking vote with Republicans, because they're actually Republicans. They are fucking, you know, sheep in wolves' clothing, or wolves in sheep clothing, the fucking. Anyway, fucking motherfuckers, man. Your politics is so easy to read though in there. Our politics is very, very complicated, because we've got at least 3 parties and maybe 4 or 5, 6. We've got the Green Party, I've got, you know, we've got the Irish Party, we've got the Welsh, we've got the Scottish, we've got the fucking English. But then you've got like the Wapey Party and certain small ones that got maybe one, you know, party, you know. But no, it all matters. It all matters, because then it all comes into coalitions. I know a lot of you Americans don't understand what a coalition is. A coalition is when you've got one big party, but they don't have 50%. And then you've got, like, you know, 8 other small parties, and they all clump together and say we're going to vote against the major party. That's a coalition. It's a bit like when you're a party and you say, like, so what game are we going to play? And somebody says, I want to play spin the bottle. And then 4 or 5 other people say, well, I don't want to play spin the bottle, I want to play any other game except spin the bottle. And, you know, and it's so usually clump together. That's a coalition. He's going up against the other guy, the guy who seems to have the loudest vote. You're going up against him. That's a coalition. That's what coalition means. 2 or 3 is going up against the other guy and vote against him, and therefore his vote is only 1 vote and your vote is fucking, you know, bigger, because it's not just you, it's you and him and her. And you know what I mean? It's like that. That's what a coalition is, right? The Republican Party don't understand coalitions. The Democratic Party don't understand coalitions. They talk about it a lot when they start to talk about, you know, oh, we've got to get the Mexicans and the and the black people and the Jews and the Chinese, you know, the Asians. We've got to get all of them in a coalition to vote against Republicans, or vice versa. That's yeah. See, you know what a coalition is, but whenever the word coalition, you like, your brain just goes, I don't know, what's a coalition? You know? It's a bunch of people ganging up and grouping together to vote against or speak against someone else who seems to have more power than any individual, but they don't have power against a group of you. You know what I mean? That's what a coalition is. A coalition is grouping together to defeat a stronger fucking, you know, thing or group, party or, you know, person, right?
There is no place for this kind of behavior in the Congress. There is no place for these kind of postings or likes of tweets that call for violence against members of Congress. There's no place for that in the country, much less in the halls of Congress. And
well, apparently there is a place for it, because it's happening and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody. None of the people who can do anything about it are doing anything about it. You're talking about it on TV, but nobody who's got any power to do anything about it is doing anything about it. They're all, Mitch McConnell, for instance, Donald Trump's been impeached for the 2nd time. We're not bringing Congress, you know, the Senate back into, you know, seating to discuss it until Trump's gone. But he said, I'm in favour of impeaching the president, but we're not going to impeach him until he's not the president anymore. And then he uses the fact, well, he's not the president anymore. Why do we need to impeach him? It's like, oh my God, how fucking stupid is your political system that you couldn't fucking see that coming? It's what McConnell does every fucking time. Oh my God, you know, fucking American politics, man. What the fuck is going on with you cunts? You can't fucking understand power struggles and how to fucking deal with them. You've only got to fucking look at... Britain has been in existence for over 1,000 years. We've had power struggles here, and it's all documented. It's all written in books. It's history. You could just read that history and understand how to fucking deal with power struggles. America, you're 250 years old. For fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Don't look at your past. Look at other countries with a longer history and see how they dealt with their power struggles. And that's how you deal with yours. Yours are still struggling to understand that there's even a power struggle going on. You think that, oh, well, if I just say the right things, that they're all going to come on board and you know, and help me. You know, Biden, he's like, no, oh, if I just reach my hand of friendship out, they're going to shake your hand of friendship and then fucking chop it off with a fucking knife, man, as you're reaching out to them. What the fuck? Don't you understand politics? British people, even a fucking ignorant motherfucker like me, who's never been in politics, understands politics. Because I've watched all the fucking movies, I've watched all the historical documentaries, and I've read all the books about what happened with fucking people fighting each other back and forward for 1,000 years in Britain. Now, if you had read some of these books, you might fucking understand how to control what's fucking going on. But apparently America's like, well, that's a book for Britain, I don't want to read that. I'm only interested in what my past presidents did. Well, that's fine, but your past presidents didn't fucking sit back and not read books. They went to France, they visited Europe, they interacted with people, they made coalitions. Yes, they made coalitions. You would never have beat Britain if you hadn't made a coalition with the fucking French. Fuck me. Your history tells you how to fucking get on, and then you fucking forgo all that shit. You gave up on fucking knowledge, any interest in understanding how fucking the mentality of people works. So you think, oh, that guy stabbed me the last time, I turned my back on him, but you know what? I'm sure it's going to be fine this time. Fuck me.
You need to treat your colleagues as colleagues, whether you disagree with them. But McCarthy has already dug his hole. You know.
No, you don't treat your colleagues like colleagues because they're colleagues. You treat your colleagues like colleagues because you can speak to them and they respond to you and you can see their points of view and they can understand yours, and then you get into a dialogue about, well, so where can we have a meeting of minds? But you can't have a meeting of minds with someone who's saying, I want to shoot you in the head. I want to infiltrate the Congress with people and let them find you and take you outside and hang you because I believe that you are terrorists to the American Constitution, which they've never read, never understood, and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Right? So, I mean, you can't have a meeting of minds with people. You can't converse with people. You can't treat them as colleagues. My fucking God. Read some fucking history.
Now, you're already in or out with Donald Trump. Unfortunately, he's in right now. This is Donald Trump's legacy, what we're seeing among Republicans right now. Don't forget, 140 House Republicans supported overturning the election when they supported the Texas lawsuit. So, you know, this is the Republican Party right now. We can't expect McCarthy to do much other than, say, threaten her with loss of maybe a committee assignment, or maybe he'll say, you know what, after talking that way to a survivor of Parkland, maybe you shouldn't sit on the Education Committee. Maybe he'll start with that, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
What do you think, Governor? What do you think McCarthy should do to punish this woman?
He should strip her committee away. I mean, they shouldn't have supported her in any way. When
Sorry, my phone's going crazy here.
And now, I think what they need to do is just isolate her. Because, you know, just the comments she made about Parkland and the people, the lives, the kids the students that were killed, and the parents and the grief, and it's unbelievable. And so, Wolf, look, the party has got to get a grip. There have to be leaders who emerge, who have to say, stop it. We did not win this election. This election is over.
Go away.
And pivot to offering some ideas and some hope to people who are just clinging to any conspiracy theory, thinking.
Sorry, wait. This guy, man, just sorry, my phone just went crazy and started talking to me saying that I got a fucking voicemail that I didn't fucking open, and then it started asking me if I want to know more about voicemail. It was just talking. I'm sorry, right? But it's fucking shit. I don't have any fucking voicemail. I'm looking at my phone. God, turned off. What the fuck is that? That's the one I want, isn't it? Hello? Yeah, voicemail. What the fuck? No, fuck off. I have got no idea why. Oh, it's doing an update and it's doing this fucking crazy shit. So I'm sorry about this, right? But it's a stupid fucking hotmail thing, update thing, and the phone went crazy. Right, okay. Right.
Somehow their lives are going to be fixed, because they will not be. And at the same time, we have to focus on Capitol Hill's Gloria's alluding to, on some sort of reconciliation between the parties.
Wait, we have to concentrate on Capitol Hill's something alluding to? What the fuck did he say?
On some sort of reconciliation between the we have to focus on Capitol Hill's Gloria's alluding to.
We have to concentrate on Capitol Hill's Gloria's alluding to?
On some sort of reconciliation.
On some sort of reconciliation?
Between the parties. And that...
Is it between the parties, right? The Republican Party has never offered a hand of fucking friendship to say, yes, the people of America need something now during this terrible time of pandemic and, destruction to our economy. How can we work with each other to pass bills that are going to help? No. All you hear for the Republicans is, oh, big business needs to be helped. Oh, we need to give the billionaires fucking money. We need to cut the tax of corporations. They've never said, you know what, anybody who earns less than $30,000 a year basically should be zero tax for the next, 12 months until we get out of it. You understand? Why are you not cutting taxes for fucking normal working people, motherfucker?
That means that that the Republicans have to emerge. They have to reach across the aisle. And I think, actually, we have to also remember that there are some incendiary remarks that come from the hard left, and those need...
Oh, yeah. You couldn't just say the Republicans knew they've lost an election, need to vote the Democrats. No, he's got to say, oh, but also the far left are causing problems as well. It's that fucking, well, yeah, we've been bad, but they've been bad as well. And it's like, there. You remember when they said that, Donald Trump won, he's got a fucking, what do you call it, a something from the people. He's working, the people say, like, Joe Biden won. Why hasn't he got a fucking, an authority for the people? Why does he need to ask you? Why shouldn't you just say, you know what, this guy won, we should work with him? No, you've got to reach over and offer them something in order to work with you. Whereas the other way, it was like, we won, you should just do what we tell you. I fucking hate these cunts.
Need to be toned down. Those need to be stopped. Because all we're doing is it's back and forth. And when I hear the things that are going...
It's not back and forth. The Democrats are saying, let's work for the American people, and the Republicans are saying, fuck you. You've got to do some of your shit. You've got to keep doing some of the shit we were doing when we were in power, otherwise you can't have any power. That's what you're saying. You're not giving him any power. He's a president. The Democrats they own the House and the Senate. And you're still saying they've got to give you something before you work with them. Whereas when you had the power, it was like, well, fuck you, Democrats. You passed me a bill for the House? Well, we're not even going to have a vote on it. Fuck you. And they're reaching across the fucking, aisle there, was there?
Going on down there, Wolf, you and I have been there for many years. You know, you watched the Congress. I was in the Congress. It's just amazing. Now, we will get our balance. This will happen. This will fade, and people, well, most will come to their senses. But this is not an issue of the Republican Party. This is
this isn't an issue of the Republican Party. This is an issue of America. It's about everybody. Don't blame us.
Concern that we should all have about America and these groups and what is happening, and we've got to get on top of this.
Let's talk.
Yeah, the groups that caused all the fucking trouble. The Trump supporters. And maybe this fake idea that there was Antifa there. Who the fuck is Antifa? I don't recall a fucking political party called Antifa. I don't remember any Democrats donating any money to the Antifa party. Or, you know, what the fuck's he on about?
Talk about the tensions up on Capitol Hill right now.
Right, cool, dude. I'm done with that. Right. Anyway, I'm done. That's it. I'm finished. But I'm finished. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, it is pretty remarkable to see. The tension is palpable on both sides, particularly from the Democrats geared towards the Republicans in the aftermath of the violence that we saw on Capitol Hill. We've seen some Democrats suggest that some Republican members have gave inside information to these insurrectionists who came and stormed the Capitol. We don't know who has done that or if there's evidence of that, but we do know there's an
we don't know who did that. We don't know who invaded the Capitol, who tried to kill any of the people inside the Capitol. Yeah, we fucking do. There's fucking millions of fucking videos on the fucking internet all over the fucking place. We know who fucking did it. It's a crazy fucking QAnon, Trump supporters, and fucking crazy Republicans who think that, you know, the Democrats stole the election because of everything that Republican leaders said over the last fucking 2 or 4 years.
Investigation looking into that. We've also seen metal detectors being placed at all the entrances to the House chambers. An extraordinary move, and partly why Nancy Pelosi today said that the enemy is within the House of Representatives.
Yeah, the enemy is within. This green bitch that we've been talking about. Who, if you look at any of her videos you can find on the internet, she's a crazy gun-loving bitch who wants to kill fucking Democrats. Because she thinks they're fucking socialist, communist invaders, treasonous bitches and bastards who are going to destroy America.
Noting how some members have tried to bring firearms onto the House floor. And then in this pretty remarkable tweet just earlier today, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Democratic progressive firebrand, fired back at Ted.
Why is he calling her a firebrand? Why doesn't he say AOC representative in the House, like he would do with any Republican? What the fuck is wrong with him? He's got she's a firebrand? How is she a fucking firebrand? She's a representative in the House of Representatives who speaks her mind. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in a debate?
Cruz, the Texas Republican, saying, I'm happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground, but you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. She went on to say, happy to work with almost any other GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. In the meantime, if you want to help, you can resign.
I think she was talking to Ted Cruz. And yeah, Ted Cruz and that other fucking cunt who fucking gave the fucking fist of, you know, solidarity as he was entering the fucking he probably didn't know that was what he got. He just said, oh, they're all going to just sit outside with their flags and singing we. And then when they burst in, he must have been shitting himself as well, because yeah, who knows? No, a bunch of fucking, you know, hillbillies might catch me and say, well, we can't catch anybody else, let's fucking hang him. You know what I mean? He must have shut himself as well. But then he wouldn't want to fucking, you know, support it all and say, oh, it was the people. No, it wasn't the people. It was like 10,000 of your people. You've got 330 million people in America. 10,000 people are not the fucking people. They're the angry motherfuckers who come out in the street. And you're always going to have the crazy angry fuckers, but it's not even fucking 0.1% of your fucking population. And you're saying that these people, their voice should be heard? 0.1 of the population to tell everybody else what to do? Are you fucking kidding me?
Now, Cruz responded saying that partisan anger is not healthy for this country, but that all goes back.
Oh, partisan anger is not healthy. You want to see what Ted Cruz fucking... on. Ted Cruz, this is, I think it was, God, when was it? I can't remember when he said it, but it's only a couple of days ago, wasn't it? So what's the 28th? That's 3 months ago, no, 1 day ago. Right?
Joining me right now to talk about all of this is Senator Ted Cruz, whose home state of Texas employs nearly 430,000 people in the gas and oil industry.
Who gives
alone.
a fuck
Senator,
who
it's good to see you
employee?
tonight. Thanks very much for being here. Give us your reaction to all of the executive orders on energy today.
Well, Maria, great to be with you. Thank you for having me. You know, last week I sat outside the Capitol. I listened to Joe Biden give his inauguration speech. I thought it was a good speech. I was glad to see him make an appeal towards unity. I think all of us would like to see greater national unity at this time when we have so much division, so much anger and hatred pulling this country apart. But then he left giving that speech and he returned to the Oval Office and literally within minutes began signing these executive orders that were radical and extreme. As you noted, he signed an order canceling the Keystone Pipeline. 11,000 jobs with a stroke of a pen he made go away. 8,000 of those are union jobs. And at the same time, he rejoined the Paris climate deal, which threatens to destroy thousands of high-paying jobs across this country. And the answer, I've asked multiple Biden nominees what they would say to the union workers who just lost their jobs because Joe Biden decided they didn't deserve a job, and essentially not...
Wait, see, that's it, right. Joe Biden decided they didn't deserve a job, like he's like trying to fucking make these people unemployed. That's not the case. The shite that we know about fucking oil jobs and all that is they are going to go out. No, we're never going to not use oil. But the fact is that there's certain things that you need to use oil for, and there's certain things that we can use electricity for, right? We can have electric cars, you know. We run almost everything in our house on electric. No, you can have a gas stove, you know, gas burners and, you know, cook your... But you can have electric, you know what I mean? And all that electric can be provided by wind power, wave power, and fucking solar. You know what I mean? We don't need to be fucking burning oil for that. The fact is, certain things like airplanes, we can't have an electric airplane. We just can't. You can't have enough batteries. So we're going to have to use that fucking oil that we've got left to keep flying planes for the next fucking 100 years. Now, if we burn all our oil up by fucking, you know, making plastics and running fucking, 8-liter fucking engines for cars with, big giant... No, electric buses, man. Electric buses, electric trains, you know what I mean? Loads and loads of solar, wind and fucking wave power and all that shit, right? Yeah, we're going to be able to learn an economy. And by the way, since you don't have any of that infrastructure in America, look at all the jobs that you're going to make doing that. Yes, we're going to lose some jobs in fucking car manufacturing, but you know what? Most of the jobs are robots. So we're going to make robots unemployed making cars. And we're going to be making electric cars. And most of that needs to be done by people because we haven't designed robots to do it yet. Yes, that will come, but that's, it's another 50 years in the future. So for 50 years, we're going to be employing people to make electric cars rather than robots to make petrol cars. Have you ever seen a fucking petrol car factory that makes cars? Yeah, it's still fucking robots. It used to be 50 years ago, it was all men. It was all men that came on, you fucking stuck the thing in, right? The fucking robots are all doing that now, right? And you've all been sacked, you know what I mean? Right, so Joe Biden's doing the right thing to employ 8 million people, 10 million people over the next fucking 10 years, you know what I mean? 5 years maybe. We've got to do it quick, actually. It should probably be over the next 5 years. 20 million, 30 million, 40 million people employed in fucking new industries and new technology over the next 5 years, right? As opposed to fucking Ted Cruz saying, let's just keep burning petrol and keep robots making more cars. No, fuck you, Ted. You're a fucking idiot.
Nominee after nominee after nominee has said, well, tough luck. You know, John Kerry in that same news conference you put up, he said, well, they need to learn to make better choices. What an arrogant...
No, not make better choices. They need to want to make intelligent choices, and you are a dumb fuck. You're a fucking dumb fuck, or you just don't care about the choices you make, because it doesn't matter. You're just saying fucking shite, you know what I mean? Shite to get people to re-elect you for your next election. You've got nowhere to go, Ted Cruz. You are a dinosaur. You're on your way out. The Republican Party is fractured into fucking pieces, mate. It's like a fucking a glass mirror with a hammer. That's it. It's done. The Republican Party is fucking done. What you've got now in America is a fight against fascism and democracy. Ted Cruz has chosen fascism.
Out-of-touch statement for a centimillionaire to say, you know, you little people.
Millionaire. Ted Cruz is a millionaire. Ted Cruz is a fucking millionaire. In fact, we can Google that right now. Ted Cruz worth. Ted Cruz finances. Ted Cruz, yeah, he's a millionaire. Top industry, top assets, 3 million loaned. 3 million loaned to him. Securities investment, 450,000. Oil and gas, 1.4 million. Goldman Sachs, 1.8 million. Right? So he gets all that. So he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He's a fucking multi-millionaire. He's a fucking multi-million fucking heir, mate. What was it you just said there about fucking Biden?
Millionaire to say, you know, you little... What an arrogant, out-of-touch statement for a centimillionaire to say, you know, you little people.
Okay, so a centimillion, so Biden's worth tens of millions, or at least 10 million. But, you know, you just seen there, I mean, he gets fucking, well, there was 1, 2, probably 4, 5, probably, yeah, he's fucking up there. 8 million that he was donated by all these oil companies, right? So yeah, he's pretty close to being a centimillionaire fucking self.
People, you know, I don't like the choices you're making, and so your jobs go away. As John Kerry said right there, quelle surprise that the Democratic elites have decided that blue-collar workers, that union members, that men and women with calluses on their hands.
Yeah. I don't think this guy's ever had a fucking callus. Maybe when he was like fucking 10 or 12 and had to work around the house or some fucking... But I don't even believe that he had calluses. I don't think this cunt's ever had a callus. You know what I mean?
They've made the wrong choices, in John Kerry's words. Well, that is not a unifying message. It's not doing the job we should be doing, fighting for working men and women in this country.
Working men and women. This guy is a multi-millionaire. Well, I know these are all donations to his campaign, but he is a multi-millionaire. I think we can look up. He's a senator, isn't he? Senator, okay. I could say worth per senator. I don't know if this is the best. Worth per senator. How much senators are in the US? What is the income of a US senator? what I mean, it's per senator. What's the company members of the United States Congress? Okay. So, net worth. Mark Warner. So where is he? He's probably a bit down the bottom. Ted Cruz, where is he? Where's fucking Ted Cruz? Come on. He's a senator, isn't he? Where's Ted Cruz? There's 100 of them, right? No, sorry, 50. No, there's 100. Isn't there 100 senators? 2 for each state. Why is there only 50 here? What? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. This doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Is this what the earn? No, it can't be what this is. Net worth. Where the fuck is Ted Cruz? I'm sure he's a senator. Is he the office? I don't know. He's a senator, isn't he? Ted Cruz. Where is he? Is Ted Cruz not a senator? Hold on, right. Yes, GP, he is a senator then. Senator Ted Cruz, United States Senator, okay. So why is he not in there? $2018, okay. Well, no, but he was a senator in 2018. I'm fucking sure he was. Okay, Senator Ted Cruz. Right, Senator Ted Cruz. Worth. Come on. Worth. Net worth. Right. 4 million. So he's not as rich as I thought he was. But he's worth 4 million. He's a millionaire. He's a fucking millionaire, the motherfucker. Probably jealous of Biden. Goddamn, wait. Marco Rubio. He's only worth 400,000 because he comes from he comes from like what do you call it? He came from Cuba. He comes from a Cuban background. Yeah, they hate fucking democracy and all that because they hate socialism because that's what they see Cuba was, but they hate democracy because it holds them back. But it's not democracy that's holding them back. It's the fucking Republican Party that's fucking holding them back. But then they get in there and they say, "Oh, you know what? I don't have anything." But again, he's a young man. Marco Rubio. What age is he? There we are. Male. He's 49. Guarantee by the time he's like 59, he's probably going to be worth 4 or 5 million, 6 million. Yeah. And that's why these cunts get involved and why they do the fucking things they do. I guarantee you this is why these... So this cunt calling fucking Biden a centimillionaire because, somebody who's got 10 million is worse than somebody who's got 4 million. He's a multi-millionaire. And he's talking about the ordinary working man, motherfucker.
I know that when businesses are faced with new expenses...
Look, fuck new expenses. I've worked in businesses. Tax laws change all the time. The stuff that the raw products you have to buy to bring in and then convert into something change all the fucking time. Businesses deal with that. But you know what they don't fuck about with? Well, in the companies I've been in, some of them did. But the companies weren't had any say in it. It was like, no, you're not cutting the wage. In fact, we should give the fucking employees a rise every fucking year. Even if it's cutting into the company profits. If we don't give the best people we've got. I mean, that's who you hired. You hired the best people. You've trained them for fucking 8 years. You can't turn to them and say, we're cutting your money while we're taking a fucking rise. Us cunts in management, we're taking a rise. It didn't always go over when I was in the boardroom with some of the places I worked. But, you know, it's no. You've got to give them a rise above inflation every fucking year. Could you know what? If you don't, your competitor in the next fucking city, next town, it's only a fucking, in Britain anyway, it's only like a 40-minute drive away. They can just give them like a, £1.50 a new fucking rise to go and work for them. And they've nicked somebody that you've spent 8 years teaching how to do stuff the way you want it. And now they're working for your competitor and showing them all the fucking stuff that you... Oh my God! How are you so fucking stupid? So you get a fucking big bonus at the end of the day? No. I'm living on enough. I don't need any more money. I'm happy. But yeah. People like Ted Cruz are the people, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're like, well, I'm always going to be like, I just want as much money as I can get now, because even if a company collapses, I'll just go somewhere else, because look how fantastically I ran that company. Well, yeah, it did collapse, but I made it millions. I can make you millions. But yeah, I know. I'm going to help you to collapse, and then I'm going to fuck off with money, and I'm going to quit another company. And people in these big companies don't see that as a problem. They do not see that as a problem. Somebody comes in and says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut the wages of the workers. We're going to give us all bonuses. And then we're going to run the company into the ground. And then I'm going to fuck off with £1 million fucking golden parachute. It's like, motherfucker. You don't want a company that's going to be around fucking 300 years later? Oh, God. See, that... You know what I mean? British thinking, American, British thinking, you know. Look, pay your workers, give them money, give them extra money when the company's doing well. Do you know why? Because they made that money, right? Yeah, you're going to get more anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. But give them more money, you know what I mean? The company doesn't have to go on the fucking stock exchange. You've just got to make better profits than your competitors. You don't want them poaching your workers. You don't want them nicking your ideas, because everybody that you work with, eventually they're going to suss out what it is that you do different from other companies that makes your stuff special. And then when they go to another company, they can get fucking big Ted Cruz. He's going to nick your fucking idea, and he's going to take it in our company and say, give him a couple of £1,000 and I'll fucking tell you how they're doing this shit better than you. This is what I'm saying. So you pay your workers well and make sure they're not poached. It's goddamn, it's fucking not fucking nuclear science, right? You know, it's just understanding humanity, human behaviour. That's all it is. Fuck me. Every company I worked for, I made money for them because I came in and understood the people that they need to get rid of and the people they should keep. Because some people were just not pulling their weight. And some people wanted to work really hard. They wanted to be involved, you know what I mean? And if you pay them for it, they're going to be loyal as fuck. God damn you Republican motherfucking money stealing bastards.
A new regulatory backdrop, which involves higher costs, that cuts into earnings. The first thing they do is look to where to cut the fat. Where am I going to cut back because I'm facing new fees, I'm facing new regulatory hurdles? Are you expecting business?
No, you're not facing new regulatory hurdles. All your competitors face the same regulations. You need to make a product that doesn't explode in the face of your fucking buyer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Your customer. You need to make a thing that's not going to fucking kill them, right? So if you've got the best product on the market, and new regulation comes in to say, well, you've got to make sure it doesn't do this and do that, and that it's safe for the... your competitors have to fucking face that fucking burden as well. So it's you know, it's all going up at the same fucking rate for everybody. You're not particularly picked on. But the thing is, with fucking Republicans, whenever something happens where there's a new regulation, when they find out, for instance, that a certain thing being used in a certain product is dangerous for people and you have to replace it with a more expensive product that isn't as dangerous, Republicans will say, I don't like that regulation. But, 1 in 10 of my customers, catches fucking some, some cough that might kill their kid or whatever. I mean, I'm putting my pillow might not be the best thing, but 9 out of 10 people don't die using my pillow. No, it's like, this is the thing. Regulations to make sure that 100% of people can use your product safely. That's what that's all regulation does, is say, we found out that the stuff that we thought was safe is not safe. You can't use that, you've got to find another product. And here, this is what government does. They normally don't just turn around, and, because this is why it takes 10 years for anything that's slightly dangerous to get taken out of the economy. They normally spend hundreds of millions of pounds saying to universities, well, in Britain we do that, we've found this problem with this product, could you find a product that could replace it, because we're going to have to regulate it and tell people they can't use it anymore. So can you find something that you could replace it with, which doesn't do this bad thing? And see, and then when these universities discover these things, you know what? They don't copyright it, like American companies do. They just put it on the internet and say, we found this new thing, it works as well as this thing, and then the government says, you know what, we're regulating, you can't use that dangerous thing, you've got new. That's how regulation works. They don't just fucking turn around and regulate fucking willy-nilly. Well, unless you're a fucking Trump government, you don't fucking care, you don't read anything, you don't fucking give a shit. You just say, let's just change that so the companies can make hundreds of millions again on just dumping their shit in the river until your river bursts on fire again, you know what I mean? Fuck me, you know what I mean? It's like, sensible regulation is good, you know what I mean? Just dropping regulations which work already, to save a company 4 cents on a fucking thing they make that might kill somebody. I'm sorry. 4 cents, although you might be selling millions of them, so that's, millions of 4 million cents a year. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's 4 million cents. You know what I mean? What's that? I don't know. I used to be good at math, but let's say 5 million cents is something like 5 million cents. It's like 500,000 fucking dollars or something like that a year. If it's 5 million a year, it's 500,000. So for a company to make 500,000, you're willing to fucking put a product out there that might kill a kid. But it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This bullshit about regulation being bad. We only started regulating things because people used to just make shite out of shite. You should watch some videos like okay. I'm going to. How long have I been up? How long have I been going? I don't want to be this a whole fucking thing. I've been going. Oh God, I've been going for an hour. God damn! But I want to do this. Okay. I don't know if I got this. This got body part medicine. No, okay. medicine. So, okay. Okay, right.
Specific kinds of knowledge evolved over time. First up, healing. The history of medicine is about two of our big questions. One, what is life? What makes it so special, so fragile, and so goopy? And two, how do we know what we know? Why should I take my doctor's advice? Why are deep-fried Oreos bad for me? It might be tempting to look at medicine as a science that has simply progressed over time, that medicine used to be bad, and its history is a story of how it got better. And don't get me wrong, we love modern medicine. You'll have to take my word for it until Crash Course Deep-Fried Everything drops, but the science behind lipid transport is just fascinating. Focusing on progress, though, obscures what worked in the past. Ancient and medieval medicine worked for millions of people. They understood their bodies as bounded by rules. And regardless of what worked, early medical systems allowed people to make sense of bodies and health. You may think that medicine is a techne, or practically organism called the entire dang universe. All things within this system are composed of 5 Egyptian diets. If you lived in Gupta Dynasty India, you would in TCM by manipulating the energy that flows through living bodies.
No, this is not right. Fuck you. That's pish. That's what I'm wanting for the time when people were eating fucking dead bodies as medicine. I don't. Let's just put that in. Eating dead bodies as medicine. Right. Oh, here we go. Right.
Hey guys, I have a really fun video today. We're going to talk about something a little crazy, a little gross, very disrespectful, all that stuff. So before we get started, I just want to throw a quick disclaimer out there.
Okay.
This is of Egyptian mummy. You, being the very educated, well-read, scientifically abreast person that you are, would stock up because you don't want to be without your mummy bits. Trust me. You need those human remains to cure all of your future coughs, epileptic episodes, wounds, cataracts, toothaches, and of course to straighten out any eyelashes that are aesthetically unappealing to you. I could use that right about now, actually. How did this idea come about, you ask? What is the science behind the consumption of human mummified remains for medicinal purposes? How can someone even justify removing another human being from their final resting place in order to powder them up and sell them off for consumption? I'm glad you asked, because the answer is all about misinterpretation, something that a lot of weird history moments can be attributed to. It all starts with this black, resinous, sticky substance that we call bitumen. In ancient times, natural bitumen, or otherwise known as asphalt, was used as an adhesive and water. For that, also it was very good for the less rich people. It was a great way to kind of body kind. So when his works were translated in the 12th century by Gerard of Cremona, Mumia was...
Right, so she's talking about not what I was talking about. She's talking just basically about mummies. And yes, mummies were a huge source of medication. And like, I don't know when. It's probably the 17th and 17th century, 18th century. But beyond that, people actually used to buy. Let's try something else. Dead bones as medicine. Okay. No. Okay. I know I've got it in my house because I just watched a video about it. It was fucking weird. I didn't even know anything about this until. Yeah, is it this or no, it's not this one. Okay, it's not that one. Why the fuck is it not coming up, man? I'm putting in all the stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, I think I might have him in here, then I can find it on this channel. Because I watched this. He's called, what's his name? Thoughty. I guarantee it's on this channel. If I go to 32, I'm sorry guys, but oh god, she's oh man, he's got stuff in all this like fucking 39, 32, 50, 30. I wouldn't know where to find it in there. It's in there, but there was a thing to do with medicine. And I watched it recently. God, I can't see it. Okay, so it's gonna be in one of these. It's going to be in one of these multiple science is talking like society and politics. I don't even know. It might be in the creeping interest. Let's go.
Hey, 42 here. We've only been able to record sound.
Okay. You explained me. Oh, that didn't tell me anything. God. Oh, sorry guys about this. Oof. But I mean, I think it's pretty important. Oh, it's knowing that one unless it's. Yeah, I don't think it was called. God damn! Like, so can we go back to his channel? Search. Search. What do you call it when you eat people? Oh God, I'm drunk now. I know I'm very drunk, but you know, if you hang around, I guarantee if I can find it, you will be amazed. What do you call people? Cannibals, right? Cannibalism. Nothing. Oh, well, I've not spelled it right. That's fucking wrong. No. Eating bodies. No. What? I thought I'm okay. But God, what the fuck is this over here? Fuck off! Eating people is it? Oh, it could be that one.
Hey, 42 here. Imagine this: you walk into the nearest pharmacy.
This is it. This is it. Oh my God, you won't watch this.
But instead of giving you a lozenge for your sore throat, or a tube of ointment for your weird rash, or some pills for your persistent headache, the chemist passes you a spade and suggests you dig up your recently deceased grandmother. That might not sound like the most obvious prescription under the circumstances. Well, unless your local branch of Boots is run by Jeffrey Dahmer. But for hundreds of years, corpse medicine, the use of human body parts to cure various ailments, was a very common thing indeed. And the question on everyone's minds wasn't so much, should we eat people, but who should we eat, and which limb will benefit me the most? Even Leonardo da Vinci wasn't averse to a spot of corpse munching. We preserve our life with the death of others, he's quoted as saying. In a dead thing, insensate life remains, which, when it is reunited with the stomachs of the living, regains sensitive and intellectual life. And 16th century Swiss physician Paracelsus, otherwise known as the father of toxicology, certainly would have agreed with him, believing that in order to cure a condition, you had to treat it with something similar. For instance, if you had a toothache, you could simply touch a corpse's tooth to your own tooth and the pain would go away. Or, if you had a headache, you could snack on a bit of ground up skull and you'd be right as rain in no time. I'm told skull is very Moorish. Over the next few centuries, many corpse medicine practitioners followed Paracelsus's lead, although sometimes the parts of the corpse used had no relation at all to the ailments they were supposed to cure. Queen Elizabeth I treated her smallpox scars by rubbing human fat over her face. Coffin water, that's literally water scooped out of a coffin, was used for warts, and cataracts were dealt with by blowing powdered human excrement into the eyes. English physician George Thompson...
Did you hear that? We dealt with cataracts by blowing powdered human excrement into the eye. It was supposed to cure your cataracts. These were definitely fucking Republicans, man.
Was particularly confident in his cure for hemorrhoids, which involved liberal quantities of sweat from a dying man. Or, for particularly serious cases, to touch the piles with a severed hand. Apparently, this would clear up your bum grapes no problem.
Right, so let's just look at this. How much sweat could a dying man sweat? And how many places could you go and buy it? These must have been very rare and sold to only the rich. Doesn't that sound like a Republican capitalist fucking idea?
But I do recommend giving your corpse hand a good wash before using it for anything else. Luckily, treatments have progressed significantly since then, and you won't have to snack on a bit of corpse to prevent your hair loss these days with the super simple treatment offered by Keeps, who've kindly sponsored today's video. I have a good friend who started to struggle with hair loss in his 20s.
Okay, this is an advert. I'm going to try and skip it.
And he's very easy by delivering your hair loss so you'll see results. 42. It was thought to be the thing that linked body and soul. With body's place, well, in those days, spirit was thought to be the thing that linked body and soul, with body parts containing the spirit of the corpse they were taken from. It was also thought that blood carried the soul, and as such, fresh blood was considered to be particularly potent. But the culture of corpse medicine throughout Europe has its roots in ancient Rome, particularly the blood-quaffing bits. Ancient Roman doctors thought that by drinking blood straight from a freshly croaked gladiator, it was possible to absorb the vitality of these young men who, up until a few seconds before they'd been horribly murdered.
Maybe the origin of the vampire idea, although we think it's something to do with castles in Transylvania, it could be the drinking of strong people's blood. You would ingest their spirit, as she said, that the body was the blood. I don't know why I'm drunk, but this is fascinating when you look into history, proper history, and the way people were in it. Okay, I know you're saying, oh well, you've picked a video you like. Well, go and Google it, go and look it up, and you'll find out that a lot of people don't really delve into it deeper than what they want. And I went through several videos to get to the one that I think suits me. So, yeah, maybe I am just cherry picking.
Had been fit and strong. This was supposed to be particularly good for epilepsy, and sufferers would sometimes crowd a fallen gladiator in order to suck the living blood from his wounds. But if you find still warm blood sucked directly from the veins to be a little bit off-putting, I'm told some people can be a little bit squeamish about those things, then I have just a thing for you in a new section I'm going to call 42's Corpse Recipes, Meals to Die For.
Alright, so this is where I was trying to get to. I mean, we all think that eating people, makes you a cannibal. But then you're not a cannibal really if you're killing somebody eating their flesh. If you're eating like their ground up bones or, you know, making a tincture from their a dead man's hair and stuff, you're like, what is that? Can you consider that as, you know, you're eating people? Or, and this is where it gets really dark and weird, right? It really does. It gets dark and weird, man.
First up, blood jam. Perfect with a thick slice of toast and a mug of tea. This recipe was kindly provided by a 17th century Franciscan apothecary. Thanks for writing into the channel. Step 1. Take blood from persons of warm, moist temperament, such as those of a blotchy red complexion and rather plump of build. Step 2. Let it dry into a sticky mass. Step 3. Place it upon a flat, smooth table of soft wood and cut it into thin little slices, allowing its watery part to drip away. When it is no longer dripping, place it on a stove on the same table and stir it to a batter with a knife. Step 4. When it is absolutely dry, place it immediately in a very warm bronze mortar and pound it, forcing it through a sieve of finest silk. When it has all been sieved, seal it in a glass jar. Renew it in the spring of every year. Sounds delightful, doesn't it?
Renew it in the
Let's see you
spring
top
of
that
every
one, Paul
year.
Hollywood. It was generally believed corpse medicine was most effective if the person in question had died violently. Paracelsus once wrote that after a man was executed, his vital spirits would burst forth from the circumference of the bone. But
see, this is the crazy thing about all of the things that I hear about all these ancient bullshit fucking crap medicines, right? And even today, all the bullshit crap medicines I hear today, you know, it's all derived from people with absolutely no understanding of actual life or reality, and just what they imagine might be possible. You know, it's like it's possible we have a soul. Why? Because, well, God gave us one, or no, some spiritual thing gave us one. You know, we have a soul. Nobody can tell where the soul is, and then a lot of these things, as you'll see, think that the soul resides in the blood, the soul resides in the bones, the soul resides in the organs. You know, certain organs have certain parts of the soul, and it's all that, you know, and it just gets crazier and crazier, you know. The more that people, well, the less that people know about anything, the more they give free rein to their imagination to imagine where power can be, you know, the blood, the flesh, you know, the bones, you know. We'll get on to that as you'll see, right?
But as most of the poor couldn't afford the prices of the top quality body bits sold in apothecaries, they had to improvise. In the late 19th century, crowds of epileptics would gather at scaffolds during...
Crowds of epileptics would gather at scaffolds and guillotines, hoping for the opportunity to grab some of this person who's died under extreme, like, you know, I think it says, you know, that you get more power for someone who died under traumatic circumstances. And how more traumatic could it be to be hanged or guillotined or, you know, murdered? You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know, and epilepsy, you know, the quackery at the time says that, you know, blood from someone who was murdered under extreme circumstances cured epilepsy. So you can imagine, you say, why would all these people gather at the, you know? Yeah, because they're all sick fucking people hoping to get a bit of blood.
executions, using cups to catch blood from recently decapitated corpses. In an account from the early 16th century, one particularly impatient member of the crowd rushed forward, snatched up a newly headless corpse, then started drinking blood directly from its severed neck, as though chugging the world's most gruesome yard of ale.
So you can understand how people in the past thought, right? And you can then understand that, people with religious belief who believe that, they get all their information and their truth from a book that was written 2,000 years ago or more. They believe that the stuff in that book is telling them secrets that nobody else knows, or ancient truths that we've forgotten, even though we spend a lot of time, with our science testing things to find out if it's true, and understanding, grabbing up the head of someone guillotined and drinking the blood is not going to cure you of any ailment. You know what I mean? The worst thing that could happen, well, if he's got pox, gonorrhea or anything like that, you'd got it now if you didn't have it. Best scenario, nothing happens.
A similar thing happened when Charles I was beheaded for treason. Now, his blood was some serious grade A.
Oh, he's blue blood. He's royalty, man. God, you can drink the blood of a royalty. That's going to cure you for sure, isn't it?
Merchandise. Not only did it come from a person killed by violent means, but in those days, a monarch's touch was thought to cure the swollen lymph nodes caused by tuberculosis.
Oh my God. The touch of a king could cure your swollen lymph nodes from tuberculosis. TB in those days, but back in was it King Charles I? I think it was King Charles I, was it? King Charles I, I think it was.
But in those days, a monarch's touch was thought to cure the swollen lymph nodes caused by tuberculosis. It was a double whammy, a miracle cure-all if ever there was one. And as soon as Charles's head was parted from his shoulders, the crowd surged forward to bathe in his blood. Picture the club scene from the film Blade, only without the vampires and dance music. Apparently, the executioner even made a bit of extra cash on the side by selling blood-soaked sand and locks of the king's hair. Charles...
I think I mentioned it earlier, people used to make tinctures of dead man's hair. Can you imagine tincture of dead man's hair back then being worth money, and you've got tincture of dead king's hair? Oh my God, that would have been, you could ask 5, 10, 15 times as much money for a tincture made of that if you could get a hold of it. Oh, and people wanted it.
Charles I's son, the unimaginatively named Charles II, might well have been tempted to join the blood-spattered crowd given half a chance, because he too was rather partial to a bit of corpse medicine, going so far as to acquire the recipe for distilled powder.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. This guy is a king. He's probably one of the most educated people. Well, I don't know. Not all kings spent time reading books. A lot of them skipped off and didn't do a lot of reading and spent a lot of time on their knees praying and thinking God could tell them everything. I don't know whether they were all just inbred and were hearing voices. I really don't know. But this is fucking ridiculous, man.
Powdered skull from physician Jonathan Goddard. Possibly concerned that powdered skull sounded a little macabre, Charles wisely opted to give his new remedy a catchier name. The King's Drops. These drops were hugely popular throughout the 17th and 18th centuries and came to be seen as something of a panacea, apparently curing everything from nervousness to dysentery. It was even believed they could prevent death if administered at the very moment of death itself. But there's just one small problem with that theory. When Charles II was dying, his doctors began frantically filling him with these drops, not to mention shoving several enemas up his royal backside. And guess what? he died. The popularity of the King's drops was no coincidence, because according to the wisdom of corpse medicine, the human skull had some very desirable properties. Even the moss that grew on top of it, known as usnea, was potent stuff, with the power to cure nosebleeds in powdered form. Lord High Chancellor of England, Sir Francis Bacon, claims that if you rubbed the blade of a weapon with usnea, you could somehow heal any wounds it had caused.
Really? So, if somebody stabbed you, all you've got to do is get your friends to run him down, kill him, bring his sword back, put usnea on it, and then rub your wound with it, and that would heal the wound and save you. Probably only going to give you gangrene.
Personally, I think it would just be easier to not cause the wounds in the first place, but each to his own. The stuff inside our skulls was considered pretty useful too. In fact, physician and alchemist John French described a very tasty sounding brain tincture in 1651's The Art of Distillation. Which leads us to the next instalment of everyone's favourite cadaver cookery show, 42's Corpse Recipes. Step 1. Take the brains of a young man that have died a violent death, together with the membranes, arteries, veins, nerves, and all the pith of the back. Step.
So what's the pith of the back? Brains, nerves, arteries. Yeah, wait, yeah. Pith of the back. What the fuck is the pith of the back? See, this is the thing. Even I know what pith is. Pith is like, you know, that. Oh, so pith of the back, I suppose, is like, you know, when you peel an orange and the white bit inside the orange skin, that's called the pith. So what you peel the skin off of the back of the guy, and then you take the fat off the inside of the skin. Oh my god, oh, that's gross.
2. Bruise these in a stone mortar till they become a kind of pap. Step 3. Once mashed, cover the brain paste in spirit of wine and leave it to digest in horse poo. Delicious.
Horse poo?
One of the most popular ingredients of European corpse medicine was Egyptian mummy, which took the continent by storm. A whole host of different products appeared on the market in a short space of time. Treacle of mummy, balsam of mummy, and its most popular form, mummy powder, otherwise known as mummia. Mummia was available in apothecaries all across the continent.
How could it be available across the whole continent? How many mummies did we have in Europe? We didn't have any mummies in Europe. We all found them in Egypt. And there wasn't that, really, there wasn't that amount of mummies in Egypt to give everybody across the whole of Europe. Yeah. Do you know how much it costs just to make, like, you know, fucking paracetamol? All the shit they've got to ship in from all over the fucking world and, you know, put through all kind of... But back then, they can just, like, you know, oh, we've got mummia now. Where did they get it from? I can't believe it can all be real powdered mummy. I just can't, right?
And used for all manner of ailments. Stomach ulcers, broken bones, blood clots, poisoning, bites, joint pain.
Bites?
In fact, it was so popular that pharmaceutical giant Merck still lists it as a product in their archives, along with some genuine samples. The problem was, mummies were quite tricky to get hold of, especially if you lived a fair old way from Egypt. So, fraudulent mummies made from animals, criminals, or the poor soon became a thriving trade. Some physicians were even forced to create their own. One such process was recorded by German physician Johann Schröder in his 17th century medical tomb Pharmacopoeia Medica Chimica, which leads us nicely onto our third and final instalment of 42's Corpse Recipes, courtesy of Dr. Schröder himself. Step 1. Take the fresh, unspotted cadaver of a red-headed man, because in them the blood is thinner and the flesh more excellent. Make sure he's aged about 24. You've succeeded in turning yourself into a human bottle of squirty honey.
Okay, so I guess you get where I'm going. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Not only is this ridiculous, but
Hey, 42 here. We've only been...
Hey.
Hey guys, I have a
Joining me right now to talk about all of this is Senator Ted Cruz, whose home state of Texas employs
these
nearly
people are absolutely
430,000 people in the
sensible,
gas
aren't
and
they?
oil industry alone. Senator, it's good to see you tonight. Thanks very much for being here. Give us your reaction to all of the executive orders on energy today.
Yeah. Right.
By any definition, Mike Lindell is out of his mind, right? I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is a mad dash to retain the Trump support.
You're probably not silenced, but here you go.
Down all the way. I just couldn't do anything, and they were running my Twitter like they were me. My friends are going, "You're not tweeting very much," and when you do, I said, "I'm not doing that." So I tried.
Okay, erasing Mike Lindell is the Chiron.
Erasing Mike Lindell. What Lindell is explaining here is that his Twitter was hacked, and by, of course, the Germans, because he revealed the whole thing about the server.
But wasn't the Chinese? I thought the Chinese was a big
I don't know if they're suing him, but they're suing Rudy Giuliani. This is a bold move by them to hack
the Germans hacked. I thought the Chinese were the people who were doing the big hack and fixing all the election stuff. What's going on?
Lindell's Twitter account while they're in the midst of a suit. I mean, that's bold. But here we go.
They got to build their case.
Down all the way. I just couldn't do anything, and they were running my Twitter like they were me. My friends are going, "You're not tweeting very much," and when you do, I said, "I'm not doing that." So I tried to take it down, and I got a thing from Germany saying, "These are Twitter rules, and you cannot do this, take anything down." So they ran.
Wait, Twitter isn't run from Germany. It's an American company, isn't it? So he got a letter, a message. It would normally be an email. You've tried to access your account and you didn't have the right password. Right. If this isn't you, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Use your fucking two-part fucking authentication 2FA. You know what I mean? What?
And my Twitter for about 14 days, 15 days. Then yesterday they put it back up so I could run it. And I made one tweet, and the tweet was a good letter written by one of my employees because I'm getting attacked about my integrity and stuff. And they took it down 5 minutes later. And then a week ago, they did a Dominion, went online on TV and said they were going to go after Mike Lindell. Well, they did. They hired hit groups and bots and trolls, went after all my vendors, all these box stores to cancel me out. This cancer culture, fake stories coming out to attack my Lindell Recovery Network, which helps addicts.
Come on, the cancer culture, really? Oh, you cancelled me. Well, you know, it doesn't happen to people that just say normal things. I mean, if I'm just talking about my family and my pills and how much I love my mattress, I don't get cancelled. You know, Mike Lindell, maybe you want to look at the stuff that you actually posted and say that you were hacked. Really? That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard. How many people have claimed to have been hacked in the last 8 years? And then it's found out they weren't hacked. You know, because if you're hacked, it's like, you go and you ask the authorities to investigate, and then when the authorities investigate and find out, you know what? No, they came from your phone or your computer device. You know, it's like, nobody was hacking you. They don't find any hack, and then you've got to go, oh, I just felt really bad about myself, and I felt, oh, I didn't know you know what I mean? And please forgive me. It's my only time I've ever done anything bad. Yeah, fuck you.
Across the country. It's just a shame, Tucker, if they can do it to me, believe me, they can do it to anyone out there. But I'm not backing down. We cannot back down out of fear this time. Nobody can. I told these box stores, you guys.
This guy doesn't even know how to make a pillow, right? He just came up there like, I'm just going to get people to make pillows, and then I'm going to go on TV and sell it to people saying it's the best pillow ever. It's a shite pillow, right? It's a fucking shite pillow. I don't know why anybody buy it. Well, yeah, I know why people buy it. They see it on fucking TV. My pillow. It's the best sleep I've ever had, and it's got all these fucking actors all like, oh, best sleep I've ever had. Yeah, so, yeah. Fake fucking news. Fake fucking news. That's all he's used. All he's fucking... Right, so now he's got hacked. Any evidence he got hacked? No. Apart from what he says, because he's trying to protect himself, and he's so stupid at it. Right.
These aren't real people. These are trolls and bots.
They're not real people. Trolls and bots are real people. There's somebody behind that bot, and a troll is normally a real person pretending that putting a different name up and then putting in it. But they're people. What the fuck? These are not real. Sorry.
Real people will buy the products and will support you. You can't do this.
Oh, so and that doesn't buy your fucking pillow is not a real person? Fuck you. Maybe I don't want a fucking pillow. Maybe I've got plenty of pillows already. Maybe I don't need my pillow fucking shite. You know what I mean? Fucking it. So, but Andy didn't buy his pillow is not a real person. Right.
It's just because they cancel you. Try and cancel culture.
May I ask you one question?
Now, I want to just say, because credit where credit's due, so far they haven't run a single coupon code for my pillow
that says cancel culture.
I mean, I don't know, but I've never seen Mike Lindell in any context without there being a coupon code for my
right.
pillow.
And I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, you would think Tucker would let him show that image. He clearly contractually obligates for every one of his media appearances of him.
Program just moments after he was canceled.
Of course. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Why wouldn't everybody want to know the truth of this country? Just let the truth be told. If there's nothing to hide, let's bring it out so we all can see it. Instead, they're trying to erase Mike Lindell and erase my pillow. Well, I'm not going to be erased. I mean, all my friends that
did they put up a coupon?
Put coupons out. Forget those tweets.
Mentions them.
Close.
Fox was like, we can't explicitly put a coupon code up, but if we mention that there are
forget
coupons,
those 20% off coupons.
We can do the work.
Bed Bath and Beyond bans my pillow succumbs
to Bed Bath and Beyond about those mailer
mob.
I see.
That says, yeah.
Here we go.
They lost their YouTube channels. They lost their Facebook. 2 million followers. One guy has 12 employees. He's gone. His livelihood he built up is just gone.
Right. Okay. Right. This is ridiculous to me. Any cunt, any motherfucker with this cunt, right, who's going about, I'm being cancelled because everywhere on fucking, social media, I'm being banned, right? How did you start your company? You didn't start on the fucking internet. You started with a shop where people came in and bought shit, right? So if you're not making enough out of that, why are you depending on the fucking internet, motherfucker? The internet should be, yes, people, too many people are buying and we can't have them all in the shop. Okay, COVID, you can't have them in your fucking shop now. But I'm talking about, before COVID, right? People can be, oh my God, I can't make enough and sell enough of these fucking pillows. And, I've got to let people order online, and I'll get a factory making and putting in boxes and fucking shipping them off, and people don't even need to come in the shop. That's how it works. But see when you become a cunt, see when you become a complete fucking cunt, and people stop buying your shit online, now you're down to your fucking shop. The original place where you built your fucking business. Stop going on fucking TV and complaining and go and fucking sell pillows, you fucking cunt. You're supposed to be a pillow salesman. What you doing on fucking TV complaining that your fucking social media's been upset? Well, you think that, These people are all like, the Constitution, the Constitution, the Constitution. I don't remember anything in the American Constitution about fucking being able to stay on fucking social media. Did Alexander Hamilton write anything about fucking, shouldn't be able to take you off social media? That's bad. No, I don't remember any of that. Hey, what the fuck is this guy on about?
Any business churches that supported the president, that's a whole other issue. They're being attacked, and they're going to be just...
Anybody who supported the president, churches, I do believe that churches are non-taxable. No, that they're considered as, what do you call it? A non-taxable income because they're a charity, and in order to be that, you can't be political. You can't say, I support a presidential candidate, a political party. This is how you're supposed to not be taxed. You're a non-political entity. So what's he saying? Churches supported a certain president, therefore, well, that would negate their tax freedom, wouldn't it? That freedom of tax. Well, I would think.
Canceled.
No, I've noticed. Mike Lindell, I really appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you.
Oh, no, this dickhead appreciates him because he's a fucking prick.
Very much. Thank you, Tucker. Thanks for having me on, and God bless you. Thank you.
Amen. God bless you. Mike Lindell, he sells pillows. Why has he been censored? And by the way, before you say, it's...
No, he doesn't sell pillows. You know what I mean? His company sells pillows, but he goes out there and shouts about fucking Donald Trump and the Republican Party and fucking all this other shit. He's a political fucking activist. Let's face it, he's a political fucking activist. He's not a pillow salesman. If he's just a pillow salesman, he would fucking be where he is now. He's got himself involved in fucking politics. And now he's understood that, oh my God, it has downsides as well as upsides. When I was having upsides when Trump was in power, now it has downsides when Trump's not in power. Oh, and I didn't fucking recognise that. Oh my God, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're aware that he sells pillows.
He sells pillows. I mean, why? The idea that he's been...
You guys want to play that? Because I just saw that clip. That it's going to be...
Let's get a fresh reaction.
The reason Mark is doing what he's doing is people are sitting at home, getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Yeah, this is all bullshit. You know what I mean? The fucking GameStop thing. That guy there, you just listen to. He's one of the hedge fund managers, and he's like, "This is all bullshit." You know what I mean? It's all fine when we're manipulating the fucking market, but how the fuck do these fucking shite cunts on fucking Reddit get to fucking make us lose $25 billion fucking pound $25 billion in fucking 3 months? And they're so fucking pissed off, right? Do you understand what the stock market is? Yes, you shorted a stock and you thought it was going to work out great because it's worked out great so many other times in the past. But now we've got the internet. And some people on the internet says, you know what? They're trying to short this stock out and destroy this company, and you know what? I don't think the company's in such a bad position as what they're saying. So he's shorting it, and I'm going to go long on it. I'm going to buy the stock. And lots of other people read these Reddit posts and says, you know what? Fuck, look, there's a billionaire buying, GameStop. And there's another billionaire buying, GameStop. You know what? don't have a lot of money, but I'm going to sell all my shares and I'm going to buy fucking GameStop. And it's like $4 man. You know what I mean? I'll buy that. So a lot of people did that, and then the next thing you know, GameStop stocks. I know it sounds weird. GameStop stocks went from $4 to $450. And then these motherfucking fat bastards who have been shorting it, yeah, they're complaining because they're like, what the fuck? If it wasn't for fucking, the internet, we would have been able to drive that country to the fucking wall and make, oh God, we would have made fucking billions, you know what I mean? And now what they're saying is, God damn, with all these people joining in there and, buying this up. Now we're going to lose billions. You know what? That's the fucking stock market. It's a fucking casino. You know what I mean? You went on the roulette wheel and you fucking put your money on fucking 33, and all these other people put their money on fucking 25. And you know what? 25 fucking hit. So 33 is got to buy out all the stocks at 25 bought. Look, that's the stuff. That's the way they've been running it for fucking hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. You know what I mean? And now these people are upset because they lost some money. These people have made trillions of dollars out of the stock market. And they're upset because they lost fucking like 25 billion. Really? Look, these people are not going out of business. That's bullshit. All this shit about, this company's going to go. There's only like fucking 3 people there running fucking 25 computers. And a couple of fucking, one person in each group, 25 people, right? And it's like, but that's it. So, you're talking about fucking 28 people, right? If you get any idea what these people did to the fucking American economy, where they can convince manufacturers to fucking build, not just, ask people to make stuff in our country. They had to go to that country and build a factory, put all the fucking machines in there, employ people, train them in order to make stuff against the people in America. It took them like 2 years to fucking set that factory up until it was making money. And then they sacked all the people in America and says, well, all you people in India, you're going to make all the stuff we used to make in fucking America. I mean, these people, these had planned 2-year, 3-year, 5-year plans to move all those jobs in America overseas. Do you understand that? That motherfucking fat cunt there complaining that, somebody fucking stopped him from making billions out of short stock and, short trading GameStop. He's complaining because we caught him out on it and now he's got to pay up. You got to remember, these people have been making billions a month every year for fucking 50 years. And because one month it all went fucking tits up for them, they're like really pissed and saying, we can't ever lose. They think they're a casino. You ever went into a casino and try to win money? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure some people go there for like, go to Vegas for like their honeymoon. And, after they got married and had the reception and all that, they all go to the casino and they all chip in $20 each and they stick it in a machine and bang, they win fucking, $4,000 or something. And you think, oh my God, they beat the casino. Yeah, the casino, you didn't beat the casino. All that, that 4,000 you won, they've made 300,000 times that in that month. You know what I mean? It's like MD goes there because he loses money. And they say MD goes on the stock market is not one of these fuckers. You lose money. The fact that they are so pissed that ordinary normal people seen them make a bet that they thought was bad, put their money in it and made it bad, and then, oh, now the fund managers of all these fucking, you know, multi-billion fucking funds are like, oh, we lost 250 billion, you know. They lost 250 billion out of a 500 billion fucking industry. That's they're complaining about that. You think casino complains about you winning £4,000, $4,000 on a fucking slot machine? No, they put your picture on the wall. You hit a fucking grand. You know what I mean? It's good publicity. It brings people. These motherfuckers are saying, oh, these small people won and we want to punish them for it. We're not putting a picture on the wall and saying, see, you small investors can make money. No, they want to fucking punish you for fucking making a single dime. This is the fucking problem with American fucking financial institutions, right? They can't even see when they've got a win. Yes, small people investing makes money and you can live the American dream. No, they're trying to take the American dream away from you. That is the fucking American dream. You can put some money into something and make money, and the big guys lose money. But you're never going to beat the big guy. You fucking know that. All you want to say is, oh, I tried and I won. One time the American dream worked for me. And like, what they're trying to say is like, let's get all the politicians to make sure the American dream isn't the American dream. Even when you win, we're going to fucking stop you from winning, we're going to take it off you, and we're going to make sure that the American dream doesn't fucking exist. You fucking little person can't ever win anything, because we are the fucking big people and we're not going to let you. That is fucking ridiculous, mate. God damn. The Trump era has just exploded the American dream into, yeah, it's not a dream. It's not a dream. In fact, this is what America has become.
You're beautiful people. Have we got anyone from overseas here tonight? Anybody from overseas? Yeah? Fabulous. From which vanquished nation do you hail, sir? Tell me. Where you from?
United States.
United States. Fantastic. Welcome, eh? Welcome. I love you people. What's your name, Squire?
Neil.
Neil! Beautiful British name. Now, Neil, tell me. Neil, how long have you been in Great Britain, Squire?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Yeah? Tell me, if you had to sum up Great Britain in one word, Neil, what would it be, mate? Come on. Come on, Neil. Shit will get off the pot, sir. You what? Football. No. The word you're looking for, mate, is great, isn't it? Clues in the name, for fuck's sake. Those are yank. People like Americans, don't they? Because you're dreamers, aren't you? Yeah? You're dreamers, aren't you, Neil? Yeah? Because you've got that American dream. The American dream. Yeah? You're an American dreamer. Dreaming the American dream, aren't you, Neil? Yeah? Yeah? Now, the fact is, Neil, we don't have a dream in Great Britain. We don't. Yeah? There is no British dream. Yeah? Yeah. This isn't because we lack some sort of sense of moral purpose. This isn't because we haven't got a sense of guiding destiny taking us towards a better tomorrow. No. We don't have a dream in this country, Neil, because we're awake. It's that simple.
And that's what I'm saying, right? In Britain, most of us are fucking awake. We understand that there's no point in fucking fighting against the not even the status quo. There's no point fighting against huge, gigantic corporate conglomerate ideas, right? Because all our fucking politicians are all bought off, all our governments are bought off, right? You've seen that over the last fucking 20, 30, 40 years, right? The individual person who pays his taxes at 32 to 35%, whatever, 37%, depending, we all pay our, 25, 37, I think it goes up to like 40 odd percent. If you're a small business, but you're not you're not a conglomerate or a fucking corporate business, right? But corporations, this is what gets me, right? I can work my whole fucking life off and build a business. I'm still paying 40% because I'm earning like couple of £1 million a year. I'm just barely getting it. I'm trying to break into that larger economy of globalization, but opening a shop in another country. I'm pushing at that, but I'm being taxed 45%, right? And then you got a corporation. Let's just take one, Amazon. Let's take another one. You know what I mean? Costa Coffee, or whatever you call it, right? Pays no fucking tax. No tax in Britain. They lost money. How did they lose money? How does a company that makes £3 billion a fucking year globally lose money? You made $3 billion fucking profit. How do you escape paying tax? Couldn't happen for me. Couldn't happen for you. I mean, you drive a truck, you go to the fucking shop every fucking morning, open it up, stock the shelves, serve people all fucking day, being very pleasant. You know your regular customers, you talk to them, how you doing now, how's things going on, how's your bill and all that. You know what I mean? We are normal fucking people, right? And then the fucking dreamers, these fucking dreamers, they dream they're going to become billionaires at some point. They're going to own a whole fucking corporation that controls the fucking world or some fucking thing. They don't fucking pay tax. You pay tax. Every single fucking person that wakes up in the morning, drinks his coffee or her coffee and eats a fucking bagel or a fucking, nice bacon and egg sandwich. Ooh, bacon. Go to work in an egg. Yeah, go to work in an egg. Fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Go to work in a fucking egg, right? Go on.
Main feature of Breakfast Fortnight, the Egg Marketing Board's big promotion to encourage everyone
Yeah,
to
chicks are here now.
egg are the egg chicks. They'll visit you at breakfast time, and if you've got eggs on the menu, you get a premium bun. If you haven't, they'll give you a free sample of eggs, that is.
Eggs.
Of course, first thing in the morning, one ought to...
Right, so, where's go to work and egg? Go to work. Advert. What's your fines? What I'm looking for? That's a for sake of it. That's okay. Okay, alright. Go to work and egg. God, your heart. These aren't the ones. These are older than. These are older than the stuff that. What's that?
I'm rather good at crosswords. Trouble is, I make them too easy. 6 down, let's see. Down. 4-letter word beginning with E and ending in S. A valuable food rich in protein.
Eggs.
I beg your pardon.
A valuable food rich in proteins is eggs.
It is not eggs, it is eels.
It is eggs.
It is eels. I've written it down and it fits.
But if it was eggs, then 7 across would be pig.
It is not pig, it is pie.
But look at the clue. pork and you may hear it grunting.
Well, you've heard of a pork pie, haven't you?
I've never heard of one grunting. Look, change pie to pig and pal to dog, and you've got eggs. And they're rich in protein and are very valuable.
Okay, go to what? Right, no. God, right, I've spelt adverts. Right, so we used to have BBC shit, like historical. Okay, let me try something else. BBC, go to work on an egg. Just for, oh, god damn! I fucking tell it's spelled. I don't know. BBC, right? Go to work on an egg. Shoot, no, it can't be. Go to work on an egg. No, that was the one with seen. 1970. No, oh shit.
Do you remember the famous advertising slogan?
Yeah.
Go to work on an egg? Well, it
Yeah,
seems
I
that
did.
was sound advice after all. Health experts say eating eggs is definitely not bad for us, and even recommend we eat more of them. Catherine Jones can explain to us.
There's no doubt about it. Eggs are excellent value for money.
They must be, or he wouldn't have them.
One.
God, I remember go to work on an egg adverts. Fucking way back. Go to work on an egg. Hancock. But Hancock was a comedian taking the piss out
No,
of
I
it.
have not joined the Royal Navy. I merely have a burst pipe in my attic. I rang the plumber. He said he'd be round as soon as he'd finished his breakfast. That was 2 hours ago. So what he's having for his breakfast, I do not know.
Eggs, he'll be having eggs, the same as everyone else.
Of course. He can't be having them boiled or fried. That'd be too quick. He's probably having them made up into a soufflé surprise.
There's hundreds of different ways of doing eggs.
Ah, there. Well, he must be trying a lot. I can see him standing there in his boiler suit. The only plumber with a certificate from the Cordon Bleu.
Variety is egg-shaped.
And so is your umbrella.
So anyway, I mean that's British. Go to work on an egg kind of thing. I couldn't find it. I remember an advert from oh, was it that one? No, that's him again. No, it didn't have him in it. Hitchcock, no Hancock. It didn't have a Hancock. Go to work on an egg. I remember for the 70s, man. It was like, god damn. I don't know, like, well, I suppose that they might not be on. They might not be on the internet. Maybe nobody ever recorded the ones that I've seen. This is all fucking Tony Hancock fucking stuff, and to be honest with you, I don't. It wasn't a Tony Hancock. Oh. No, 1976. BBC, go to work on an egg, 1976, and none of them are fucking adverts for go to work on an egg. What the fuck? They were black and white, so god damn, are they not, did they not? Yep. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I just can't. Oh, George Bush. Right, no, there we are. Can we get the fucking advert? Ever? Oh, there we go.
I've seen you on telly.
And I've seen you on telly. You're on Dad's nephew, aren't you?
Yeah.
Remember that last match in Spain?
Oh.
Terrible game. Didn't have an egg for breakfast.
Well, there you are.
I always play better when I've had my E for B. E for B and be your best.
Of course, I play centre.
I suppose in Scotland, I mean, see, this is the thing, right? These are all BBC England, right? And it's all Georgie Best, Tony Hancock. We didn't have those in Scotland. In Scotland, we had adverts where it was like a small kid, gets up, you know what I mean? He's got to school, and it's like his mug gives him an egg in an egg cup, and he smashes it with a spoon. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, there might be a boy and a girl, right? And the boy smashes the top with his spoon, and the girl takes a knife and she cuts the top off, and then they eat their egg with a bit of toast. It's like, I remember those adverts so vividly, man. And I'm talking, I was 12, 13 at the time. And by 1972, 73, 74, we were about there. Can I even, I don't like, so 70, let's see, 73, BBC Scotland. Let's see if we can find any ideas. BBC Scotland, no, not a single. Not a single fucking, Oh, I think that. Hold on, right. Go to work on an egg. Go to work on an egg. Hold on, right. I don't know if this is going to be any better, right. Go to work on an egg. Because I think that was the slogan. But again, it's all black and white 60s stuff. I mean, I don't remember this. I only remember the 70s, and I don't know. They were colour. They were fucking colour. God damn. How the fuck can I see the black and white ones and there's no fucking colour ones? What the fuck? This is really annoying when I know that it's there, right? Go to one advert. Right. Still only colour ones for the 70s. What the fuck? That's only 11 years ago. Are you kidding me? I'm talking. God, it should be. This is 2021. It should be like, god damn, 50 years ago, 49 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Okay, alright, so I can't find that. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done with what I was trying to say and shit. God damn fucking shit.
Do you remember the famous...
No, I don't remember the famous fucking egg advert. Go to work on an egg. I remember them in Scotland. It's funny. It was funny. Anyway,
You guys want to play that? Because I just saw that clip going around too, the one that we're.
Yeah, fuck that. Right. Fucking. What's going on here with this cunt?
Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, yes, yes.
Not sweating liquid down his face this time, but he has set his sights on a new foe, the Lincoln Project.
Okay.
The defense is going to have to show that this thing was planned and that a lot of the people involved in the planning, Antifa, and then even some right-wing groups were enemies of his.
The people who Antifa planned for Trump supporters to come to Washington to watch Trump and Giuliani give a speech. Why the fuck would Antifa be telling people to go and attend this you know what I mean, Trump Giuliani meeting in Washington? What the fuck's it all? Antifa, and then, well, maybe some. Is that what he said? Oh, don't.
Oh, the defense is going to have to show that this thing was planned and that a lot of the people involved in the planning, Antifa, and then even some right-wing groups were enemies of his, and that they were.
I just wanted to set up, this is his take on the insurrection, and...
Yeah, I mean, so some people who planned this Trump rally were Antifa. So, you know, the people who planned this, the Antifa, and maybe some right-wing groups. Really? Maybe some right-wing groups? Have you seen the videos? You fucking asshole.
How he's blaming it on the Lincoln Project.
Doing it in order to hurt him, including some right-wing groups that operate for the Lincoln Project, or have been working with the Lincoln Project at various times. You have a couple of wolves and sheep.
Hold it, hang on. What? Whoa. What do you say working for the Lincoln Project? Right-wing groups like who?
One of the people who organized this is well known for having worked with the Lincoln Project in the past, and also.
Okay, who is it? But Rudy, we can't.
That he helped to bring. You gotta let me finish, Steve.
Hey, yo, okay. Rude. Yo, man.
So go ahead. One of the people involved brought in right-wing groups.
Who is that person? If you know that someone nefarious, organised all this, who is he? Don't be telling me some person. Who is he?
That opposed Trump. And he brought them in specifically because he wanted to blow this thing up. He had the same motivation. He had the same motivation the Antifa people had. So
who is he, and who are the Antifa people who organised this huge Trump rally? Oh, it wasn't Antifa, and it wasn't nefarious, Lincoln Project. Oh, it was the I think it was the daughters of fucking the daughters of, what do you call it, some fucking southern state or something like that. They were the people who organised it, weren't it?
So it isn't as if all these right-wing groups were all pro-Trump. And the biggest problems, violent problems, were caused by Antifa. That's.
Oh, right. So you've got evidence of that. You've got evidence of Antifa flags and them egging people on and saying, come on, come at me, and we're going to run inside and hide, and you're going to have to bust the door down to get us. You've got evidence of that, have you?
That's where the shooting took place. That's it. That was surrounded by all Antifa people.
Oh, we've seen the video. There was no Antifa people there. They were all shouting for Trump.
So, how can he be held responsible for a whole thing that's planned days before he's going to speak?
Look at that Super
That
Bowl
has a
pinky
mixture
ring.
of people that hate him and people that support him. He's not
So
responsible.
who's the guy?
How can he possibly be responsible for that?
Who's the guy working with the Lincoln Project?
He's a I don't know if I can reveal his name because we have.
Well, of course you can't reveal his name because it doesn't exist. You're making it up. It's mere lies from fucking assholes like you. If you had any evidence, Rudy, you would present it. Could you imagine if the Republicans, like these assholes, knew something? They knew a guy who'd been doing this, they wouldn't turn and say it was him, and then we could all start investigating that guy. No, but they're saying, oh, I don't know if I can tell his name. Well, the only reason you say that is you don't know his name because it doesn't exist.
Have that from anonymous sources.
But he was.
Oh, I got that from anonymous sources. So, are you saying to me that, someone on Reddit or some weird right-wing blog, Breitbart blog, posted something? I know a guy who did this. I can't tell you his name, because what? Well, I just can't tell you. But he's Antifa, and he set it all up to make Trump look bad, and you're like, oh, totally believe that. Totally believe that. Don't need any evidence. You know, it's like, that's got to be true. It's got to be true, isn't it? It's absolutely got to be true. Because we all know that that's the only way that all this could have happened, is that there's some nefarious, underground, weird person from Antifa who set it all up and fooled all of us smart people. We are so smart that after we got fooled, we sussed it all out, but we just don't know who it was, and God, but we're going to get to the bottom. We just need to instigate investigations, we just need to get all our investigators and all our people on it, and then we'll find the truth. We'll find the truth. Yeah.
Good. And he worked in the past. He worked in the past for Romney.
So you know he worked for Romney? Wait. Is Romney a Democrat?
Okay, hang on for a second. Okay, but I mean, hey, this is why we're getting blown up all the time. You can't throw a charge out there like that and then say, yeah, I got a double secret probation guy who I can't mention, but he worked for Romney, he worked for the Lincoln Project. Anyway, we'll drill down this more.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Rudy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, all these people, all these nefarious, horrible people, they all were doing this stuff, and they worked for, Antifa and Romney. Romney? The only Romney I know is Mitt Romney. I do believe he's a Republican. Mormon. Not a liar. Wow. It's like, who is it? His sister? His daughter? His daughter's boyfriend? What? Where did all this Antifa thing came in from? Romney and Antifa. What the fuck is it? Oh.
Okay, that is glorious. So, lest you believe that Steve Bannon is doing journalism there. Steve Bannon is terrified of getting deplatformed and or sued. Yeah, that's what that is. But secondly,
we've got this.
Let's get to the news. The New York Times last week published an article about President Biden wearing a Rolex watch to his inauguration, and it does kind of show that he's out of touch with the American people. I mean, who wears a watch? According to a new report, the Trump administration did not leave behind a vaccine distribution plan for President Biden, or for that matter, any light fixtures. Former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced today that she is running for governor of Arkansas. You know what that means.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders should just fucking fade into the fucking distance, man. The minute she tries to run for office and get any kind of power, the minute she's going to be seen as a complete fucking twat, right? She needs to just fuck off out of the limelight for like 2, 3, 4 years and forget. She's a young woman. She's a young woman. She could go and get a job, I don't know, nursing, what is it, teaching in the creche or something. I'm sure she could go and poison somebody's minds elsewhere, rather than trying to be the huge limelight that is the disastrous deconstruction of the Republican Party as a political party. I mean, goddamn, she looks like somebody who was running a fucking concentration camp. Look at her. She looks like someone who got caught 40 years later, who used to run a concentration camp. Except this is a 40 when she was 30. For fuck's sake, just get out of the way, you stupid bitch. Just get out of the fucking way. Disappear for fucking 4 or 5 years. Go and get a job somewhere in a creche, And then you can go back to, oh, when I realised that the Republican Party was destroying itself, I couldn't fucking support it. I couldn't say anything good about it. I had to go away and reevaluate myself. No, you could come back then after 4 or 6 years, and you would have a solid foundation or something to say about yourself. But for fuck's sake, you're suddenly now going to run for office after all the fucking great things you said about fucking Donald Trump. Oh my God. Really? I mean, these people got no shame. Absolutely no fucking
Sarah
shame.
Huckabee Sanders is not running for governor of Arkansas. In a new interview, former President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, said that he did not expect to be paid for working to fight the results of the 2020 election for the Trump campaign. Yeah, no kidding, man. That's like saying the Jesus painting lady didn't expect to be paid. If anything, you owe money. President Biden has reportedly removed former President Trump's Diet Coke button from the Resolute desk. Yeah, that thing was just an accident waiting to happen. Senate Minority Leader...
I've actually heard that he hasn't removed the button. And it's kind of weird, but I mean, goddamn. I could probably understand it. I mean, in the Oval Office, right, the Oval Room, there's a desk that the president's in, and Donald Trump had someone come in and drill a hole in that desk to put a button so that he could call a Coke. And then I actually hear that he'd never used it and just said to me, can you bring me a Coke and everything. So why did he drill? Why was he even able to drill a hole in that desk? I fucking hope that is not the case. I hope that they didn't drill anything, they just put the wire up the side and it came over and then they just glued a fucking button there, and all you've got to do is just some fucking, hairdryer heat and pick it up. A wee bit of fucking, polish and, get rid of it. Why is Biden not getting rid of it? Oh, do you know what? I can understand why Biden doesn't get rid of it. Oh my God. Yeah, this is so amazing. Like, if I was Biden, I'm thinking about it as well, I wouldn't get rid of that button. I would leave that button there. And I would make sure that you stenciled a little message just under the button, right? Don't ever think that you deserve to destroy the White House. The idea of being president ever again. It would have to be lots of 10-year letters, and you'd probably have to use a magnifying glass to look at it. But I would put some text there saying, you know what I mean? It'd be very small text. But anybody who came into that office who need to understand why you didn't remove it, it would be there for them to look at it and use a magnifying glass and read the text. Oh, fuck, yeah. This is why you don't fucking do stupid shit like that. The office is so important. Oh my God, the President of America. And one of your important things is having a button to fucking get a fucking cold drink. That's one of the things that is uppermost in your mind. Not thinking that you could, at any time in the day, just say to someone, can I have a Coke? Can I have a glass of water? Can I have a cup of tea? What the fuck? You're the president. You don't need a button. You don't need a... People are at your beck and call. Oh, that didn't quite. That didn't quite get it. What? Yeah. Right. So, God, I'm much better at it with my right hand. I suppose, yeah, I do a lot of wanking, so that's... Anyway, right, so, yeah, but you don't need a button. So you go into a fucking, restaurant, you don't have a button on your fucking, table. You say, excuse me, hello, can I have a Coke? Thank you. The president, I'm sure he's got someone there all day, every fucking minute of the day, who you can say, can I have, a burger, can I have an ice cream, or some pasta, Coke, Diet Coke. So I'm sure that, why would you put a button on a desk? Fucking hell, man. This man was fucking, more than an idiot.
Mitch McConnell on Thursday criticized President Biden's first day in office and said the administration, quote, took several big steps in the wrong direction. But hey, at least we finally have a president who takes big steps again. We'll miss you, Rip Video. MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell recently told reporters that he hasn't decided whether he will run for governor of Minnesota. That's all right. Unlike your pillow, you can sleep on it. 43-year-old Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady will be the oldest player to play in the Super Bowl, though he will still be the youngest person in Tampa. That's right, 43-year-old Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback.
Anyway, I'm not interested in the sports and shit. Anyway, I've tried to be C4 thing. I try to be a little bit humorous, but I mean, fuck me, what the fuck is going on with these fucking Republican motherfuckers, man? Don't they realise they've got to fucking, get some kudos back? Trump's gone. He's gone. He's out of here. If you don't start working with the Democrats and trying to get some kudos back for some of the people that you're supposed to represent, oh my God, man. You're dead. I'm British and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I haven't seen a disastrous, I'm sorry, I did. But I'm saying, I haven't seen a disastrous political collapse. Oh my God. I watched a poker game where a guy was on, God damn, he was on 29 million or something, right? And the other guy was on like fucking 3 million, right? No, he wasn't. It was on like under 2 million. One point something million he had. And the other guy had like 20 million. And they're like, he's got to have 4 double ups to win, and it's over. And the guy with the 29 million was saying, can I have another, can I have another martini? Yeah, no, cocktail. Can I have another cocktail? Can I have another beer? And he was like, wow, when are you going to bet? And all that, right? And the guy who won in 1.8 million or something like that, right? His next bet doubled up, right? He's up to 3 million, right? And the guy, he's like, can I have another beer and all that, Yeah. He was taking the piss out of him, right? Next thing you know, the guy over there has got like fucking Mace of the Chips. The guy with 29 million against a guy with fucking 1.8 million went from 29 million to being like, no, fucking shit, this guy's going to beat me. And he started asking for a glass of water. Yeah, because you fucking thought, this was Trump. This is the Republicans, man. They're like, we've got everything. We've got, what you fucking gonna do? What, you gonna take away the fucking, this and that, It's like, yeah, And now they're all like screaming and running for the fucking hills, and they're all saying, "Oh, well, I never liked Trump." Yeah, you fucking supported him for fucking 4 years, you fucking asshole. Yeah, but suddenly now you realise he's a fucking, a danger to America. I mean, I'm Britain, British guy. I live in Scotland. I don't give a fuck what happens in America, really. Apart from the fact of the effect it makes on the economy of my country, which is quite a great deal. But to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck who's in control. As long as they're doing good fucking things and passing, what I would think with good legislation for their people, because that's all I'm looking for from my government. I just want my government to pass fucking legislation and rules and regulation and laws that make my life fucking better, right? The thing is, America is like, you just don't seem to fucking care. Some cunt comes in to support a bill that's going to take money out of your pocket, but they tell you, yeah, but it's to increase the wealth of the country, and you're like, oh, I'm up for that. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Don't care if I can't fucking, fix my roof and, put my kids through college. America, number one. I'm looking and going, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Why the fuck are you not fucking unelecting that motherfucker? He just gave fucking, $2 trillion fucking dollars to the richest people in America, and you are going to pay for it for the rest of your life, and your kids, and their kids, and you're like, oh, I believe in it. No. You're fucking wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong. How did your brain get into that fucking situation? And then I watch a lot of other stuff and I go, oh, no, I get it. No, I get it. You're very uneducated. You believe in God. You pray a lot. Doesn't work for you, but you still believe it's going to work sometime. And you hate anybody who says, look at the statistical information and look at the sort of like knowledge base that we have, and we're asking the specialists, and as soon as you hear that, specialists, yeah. I didn't need to be a specialist to fix my tractor that I worked on for 25 years. Well, actually, after you've worked on a tractor for 25 years, you're pretty much a fucking tractor specialist, you fucking idiot, yeah. And so, why wouldn't you ask someone who knows a lot more about shit you don't know? No, of course, you're going to fucking vote for the cunt that says, I don't know nothing and I'm fucking proud of it. Nobody in this country of ours in America knows anything about anything, but we're still fucking number one. And then you find out, well, you're not number one in this, and you're not in fact, you're 27th in education, you're 38th in fucking healthcare, and you're like, oh, I don't believe that. That's all social, international, world fucking health. Let's get out of that. Let's get away from it. So you don't want to fucking hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. Fuck. I'm a poor motherfucking bastard in Britain, and I was better than fucking people who make fucking 10 times my money. I live on £104 a week. £104 a week. If you're an American, Google that and see what £104 a week is, right? And do you know what? I live in a 4-apartment house. I've got 200 down fucking, 200 megabyte down fucking broadband, 10 megabyte up broadband. You know what I mean? I've had it for 20 fucking years. And I agree with you. Like 5 years ago I was living on £109 a week. I'm only living on £104 a week now. Yeah, things change, right? But I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I live in a country where I don't have to care about if I walk out and get hit with a car. You know what I mean? If I get hit with a car and I don't die, I'm going to get free treatment in hospital. If I get cancer, I'm going to get free treatment in hospital. I mean, if I walk out the door and fall over or get attacked by a dog and or ravaged by a gang of, ravenous females, and raped, I'm going to go to the hospital and get treated, not for nothing, because I've paid into the tax system all my life. But in point of need, I get the health that I need. Yes, I might have to go, if it's not a serious, I mean, if I'm not bleeding out, see, this is the thing, right? If I fall over and land on like some kind of spike in the ground and it pierces me and I'm bleeding and it's like, oh, what's fucking really sore, right? I get on my fucking mobile phone, I call 999, I need an ambulance. Do you know that ambulance cost me nothing? The ambulance comes and picks me up, they take me in the hospital, they take the spike out, they stitch me up, seal the wound and that, right? They give me antibiotics, I lie in bed for like 7 days, and then I go fucking home with some pills from my doctor, right? And an appointment to see my doctor within the next 5 days. Right, that's what happens in fucking Britain. And it cost me absolutely fucking nothing at the time that happens. But it's cost me fucking money every fucking week I worked, my whole fucking life. Okay, so what? If you're fucking 17 or 18 in America and you're starting your work, right? So you go and you work in Burger all this time I'm talking. Anyway, so you go and work in Burger King, and like, you accidentally fucking put some water in the fire and it splashes up and burns your face, right? Right. You roll about in the ground and your boss comes out and goes, what the fuck were you doing that? Right, you can go home, right? But they're not calling a fucking ambulance. You're not going to your fucking hospital. You're going to go home with a burnt fucking face. Wake up in the morning with all kinds of welts and you're going to think, shit, I hope this fucking heals up. That looks fucking horrible and it's painful. And it was like, oh God, how long is it going to take me to go and see a doctor? I don't have any insurance. Yeah, you go to the fucking hospital, you fucking sit there for fucking 20 hours until somebody comes up and lets you fill a form in and fucking see somebody and they say, yeah, you got the insurance? Yeah, there's not much going to do it. Here, there's some cream, right? They give you some yogurt. Rub it in your face for the next 3 days and, don't eat it. Right? And that's your fucking medical service? Are you fucking kidding me? If I got fucking hot farts splashed in my face in fucking Britain, they'd call a fucking ambulance, it wouldn't cost me a penny, take me to the fucking hospital, they would do all kinds of fucking, special fucking shit on me with gels and fucking creams and all that to make sure they could do it. They would fucking pierce all the bubbles and take all the pus and all that shit out, antibiotics up the fucking ass. They'd make sure that my face came back. I was like, yeah, I might have a couple of little fucking, spots, but I would look pretty much like I was before the fucking burning. You probably lose your whole fucking face. Yeah, because who the fuck cares about you? You know what I mean? You're working for 180 a fucking hour. You know what I mean? You splash the fucking oil on yourself, they say. You've not even got a fucking, a court case to fucking go there and get any money out of them, the rest of your fucking life you got horrible fucking face. And for what? So that some corporation can make £1 billion fucking pound a fucking year and £3 billion a year and not pay tax? You Americans are fucking crazy as fuck. You don't give a fuck about anything, you don't give a fuck about anybody else, except yourself what happens to you. And then suddenly you realise, oh my God, the whole fucking system is fucking shit. Yes, it is. So fucking sort it out. Stop fucking voting fucking assholes like Ted Cruz, who don't give a fuck about you, don't give a fuck about America, they only fucking care about getting themselves into the office and making millions. Apparently that's a big thing in America. Everybody wants to be a millionaire in America. I've got a brother who's a millionaire, he's not happy. I've never had £1 million. I'm happy as fuck. I'm happy as fuck. I make money, I pay my fucking bills, pay my electricity, my gas, I fill my fridge, and I've got some money left over for buying fucking whiskey and buying quays and, pay my internet bill, I play games. I'm happy as fuck. I don't need to be a millionaire. Nobody needs to be a millionaire. Do you know what's fucking worrying me at the moment? I've got some members in my family who are going through financial problems, and I don't save a lot of money, but I feel that they're struggling, so I've got to give them the money I have saved, for my old age. Right? But I feel they need it now, so I'm giving it to them, right? And I don't feel bad about it. I feel that it's my responsibility to help my family members, right? But I know that it's going to be a problem for me in the next 10 years, But you know what? I look at it and think I'd rather have members of my family going through problems now happy to be, a page. Pay my sister a few extra pounds every day. She came out to visit. I know her and her daughter are, struggling. I gave her what I can afford to give her now. I can give her more, but I'm thinking she's going to need I know what my sister's like. She's like a lot of people. If I gave her all the money that I could give her now, she'd spend it, and next week she'd be skint again, right? So I give her what I think. She needs this amount, I'll give her that, right? And then next week, the week after, she needs me, and I'll give her enough to get her through that. Because I know if I just said to her, here's a lump of money, she'd just sit there and fucking blow it, you know what I mean? Because that's, I know you Americans know what I'm talking about, right? Some people can manage money and some people fucking can't, right? But that's not to say that because they can't manage money the way you manage money, you say to them, "Oh, I'm not going to help." No, you've got to help. They're like your family. You've got to fucking help, man. You've got to help. God damn, if I can help people halfway across the world with their problem, I can certainly help my family. I just don't want to give them all in one lump because then they'll blow it. Because I know them. And I know they won't manage their money well, so yeah. And then they think I'm horrible. They are going to be about, you could give it. And I think, well, if I gave you this, what would you have done with it? Yeah, I just spent. Yeah, so you just spent it. So my God, it's all that. People always want more than they need. People who are not good with their money, they always want more than they need. They spend more than they need, and it's like, look, I'm not a millionaire by any fucking shot, right? But you know what I mean? It's like I use my money meagerly, It's like when I need a thing. Like, say for instance, my fucking washing machine breaks down, I don't care about all that fucking extra fucking, do you want to buy extended water? No, I don't. If I can get fucking 4 years out of a fucking £200 washing machine, that's good. I'd throw it away and get another £200 to me 3-4 years. By the time you, and by the way, I've had washing machines that have lasted like fucking 8-10 years, right? Before it broke down, and it's like, what was broke down now? I've had it 10 years. Thought of it, it's £280 for a new washing machine. What the fuck? You know what I mean? but it's fucking 45, £58 a fucking year insurance on it. What the? And then every fucking year that they're coming and I've got to pay for parts and shit like that. No, fuck all that fucking crap. You get a fucking wash machine, you fucking run it for as long as you can, and then it breaks down. Tumble dryers, ovens, all that. It's like if you get 2-3 years out of a thing nowadays, it's fucking throw it away and buy another one. It's cheaper than fucking buying something and putting it on. I mean, some fucking shit is like £180 fucking pound a year for fucking boiler maintenance and shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. £180, you fucking kidding me, I mean, how much does it cost for a fucking new boiler? I don't know in America. Because everything's big in America. We get wee hoosies, we can have wee fucking boilers, right? I can buy a whole new fucking boiler for like, God, 700, 800 quid. Bang. And it's under warranty for a year with the fucking manufacturer. And I can get a 5-year fucking, or an 8-year, or a 10-year warranty on it, when I buy it for the shop I buy it. So I'm like, what the fuck am I worried? I've got 10 years of it. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? See, this is the fucking problem with people, right? You've got no idea how to fucking calculate all the things you fucking need, what you're going to do, and when they're going to fucking fail. And expectations. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years out of fucking washing machines or a tumble dryer, that's good. If you can get fucking 8 years out of it, that's double what you fucking expected. You know what I mean? By that time, you should have saved up enough money to buy a fucking new one. And if you haven't been putting money, if you haven't been putting $5, $10 in a fucking account to cover that shit every week for your job, whatever, you look, you get a fridge, you get a freezer, okay, so I've got to put £100 away, a week, bang, if you earn fucking like £800, £1,000 a week, why can't you put £100 away in a fucking, I'll stick it in an ISA, right, I'm putting that, I don't get any interest with it, but I don't pay interest off it when I take it out, anyway. Eventually, if I ever end up using my ISA, and I can save several £1,000s a year in my ISA, tax free, So like, Britain is not the greatest, best country, but by God, it's a far sight fucking better than America. Fuck me. I can stick £5 away, £10 away. I can stick £30 away, and then I can say I want to change that, to £5 because I'm low in income. I can change it. The bank says like, yes, fine, sir. Done. It's like, God, fucking just look at your circumstances. Work out what you need. Every month, or even every week. It's better to work it on a weekly basis. And see, this monthly thing as well as it catches a lot of people out. I know a lot of people get paid a salary a month, but there's also things you can do like a second job where you get paid weekly, and I'm sure a lot of people in America do that. And that's when you've got the chance to fucking separate a wee bit more. Something, I make £90 a week on this job, and I make £1,800 a week on that job. So the £90 a week, what if I don't try to spend any of that £90 and just stick it in the bank? You've got to try and be inventive. You know what I mean, with your finances. Don't go. When you think, I've got this money in the bank, do you know what? We can afford to go and fucking have some restaurant food. No, don't. Just keep eating the normal food you eat. Don't, because my bank account, I'm in credit. It's like, let's go for a big meal, and next thing you know, you're in debt again. You're fucking paying off your credit card. It's like, don't. Get yourself into credit and stay there. Even if it's only by fucking a few quid a week, stay in credit. Don't go into debt. Get rid of, see your credit card, cut it up. Get a debit card where you can only spend money you've got in the bank. My God, that fucking teaches you how to work your money. Yeah. First time I went into, God, this is like fucking 7 years ago, and I tried to use a car that refused me because not only did I've got a £50 order. Yeah. I went in there, I went, and it was like, nope, refused. I was like, okay, I guess you better keep these things, and I'll have to go home and go on the internet and check my internet banking. And I went, yeah, I was over the £50 order. Not by much. It was about 3 or 4 quid or 8 quid or something. But I couldn't use any of it. So that was me for a week. But luckily, I had a full fridge. I paid my electricity. I paid my fucking, broadband bill. I just couldn't drink for a week. Which is hard for a Scotsman, it fucking really is, right? Well, Scotsman like me who likes his fucking drink. Anyway. See, the other thing, when you don't keep track of your money, you don't know what you're doing with things, and you think you've always got it. I know there's people, I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry, I know that there's people out there, especially now with the quote, that you think, yeah, I used to manage my, and now I've no got it, and I've got no income, the government. I'm sorry, but this is the whole fucking thing that I'm talking to you about. The Republicans are never going to give you an extra penny to help you manage through this difficult fucking period. The Democrats are, they always have been willing to help you. Even if you're a Republican, you get that money the same as a Democrat. People get it. The Republicans are the people who say, fuck you, you should have fucking managed your money better. We're going to give the tax cuts to the fucking ultra rich. And hopefully, they're probably going to maybe ask you to come and, what, I don't know, fucking clean their grout in their, oh, the grout's a wee bit faded, can you get so you're going to go in there with a fucking, what do you call it, one of those ear fucking things with some fucking bleach fucking, cleaning the grout in their fucking bathroom while they were spending your hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars that the fucking government gave them in tax cuts. Well, you haven't got a penny to your fucking name. You're going to work like a fucking slave for people who've got more money they can never spend in their fucking lifetime and complain about paying tax. Please, America, fucking wake the fuck up. Sorry, wake the fuck up. These motherfucking trillion-dollar billionaires and millionaires, they're never going to want to pay any fucking tax. They want to keep you fucking working in their fucking kitchens and their bathrooms, fucking scrubbing off a little bit of fucking dampness on the grout between the tiles of their fucking bathroom. They want you to be doing that. Well, they go gallivanting on the world with fucking multiple fucking homes. Complaining about fucking rapist fucking Mexicans that don't exist. Calling you a fucking slacker because you fucking, you didn't become a billionaire like me, so you must be a slacker. Really? Fucking grow up, America. Anyway, I think I'm done.
Back. Tom Brady will be the oldest player to play in the Super Bowl, so now his balls are just deflating naturally. Mike Scollins, a New England Patriots fan, who's obviously pretty sore, Wally, wrote that joke. It's hard for you Patriots fans to watch this.
It is.
You had a real high life for a while, and now it just came to an end.
Yes.
Because you guys aren't the other team in...
Yeah. Who the fuck cares, man? Tom Brady, fucking Peyton, who gives a fuck? I mean, god damn. These cunts are all fucking padded up with helmets on and shit. You ever watch fucking rugby? Okay.
No chance to stop a big man. Un
petit peu de réussite, Holmes. Ouh, prend pas. Exactement. Ouh là 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 là. Et alors attention pour Fritz, il est attention à cette passe. Le temps.
En plus, il est dans la position idéale pour le plaqueur puisqu'il a les mains.
Flat ball to Priestland, and then Homer taken down by Ticker but didn't look as though there were a lot of harm.
Oh, and Billy Meeks came through and absolutely hammered.
And oh, Ticker bending. Hughes now.
Oh. Clearly was magic. The shift on for Crotty. Boom, far down you go, Quackett Smith. And
To give you the best action, and look at this, boom. Did we get a book from Marshy? Surely, lads. Surely.
I was going to say.
And Sapawonga inside ball and Liam Squire.
No chance to stop a big man, a little man.
Ghetto running to the line. Oh, and Tuolagi came in and absolutely hammered Mark Gerard.
Attack. Speckman gets smashed.
And that's a textbook tackle. Manyani. Brilliant from Lala. He just come on the field.
Now, what you might notice from a lot of this is a lot of these tackles are not head tackles, they're shoulder tackles. They're trying to grab the guy and use their shoulder, or they're trying to palm them off and push them off. You know what I mean? They're trying to size out. No, so these people, and this is the rest of the world, America, right? This is the rest of the fucking world. It's not just Britain I'm talking about. This is fucking Britain, France, Italy, you know what I mean? Fucking Australia, New Zealand, South America, South Africa, South Africa. I mean, these are countries all around the fucking world that you might not have heard about until now. Right? There are other countries in America, right? We don't wear fucking padding, but we're trained very well how to tackle people at high speed. Look at these guys. There's none of them fucking light, you know. These are all like 220, 180 pound kilo, 180 kilo fucking, 180 kilo fucking, these are big fucking geezers, right? And none of them get any fucking padding on, and they're not slamming themselves into each other with fucking, head-to-head. It does happen occasionally. I'm going to say, yeah, you might say, and your head's squashed. But most of the time, you look at him, look at this guy. His head is, he's already got his hand on this guy's head. It's not head-to-head, he's trying to get his shoulder to hit him, you know what I mean? He's hitting him with his shoulder, make sure his head is not hitting it. He's hitting him at the waist with his shoulder, and there's also not trying to hit each other, because they could knock each other out, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's fucking basic awareness of what the fuck you're doing, right? Watch these tackles, mate.
Manu now moves it on McKenzie out wider, and Ali Manu, absolutely smashed there by Sevu Reece, and this doesn't look good. No,
there was a little bit of a head clash here, maybe. I don't know what it did.
Oh, isn't he happy? Loves lining up his
shoulder tackles. We're not smashing heads into heads. We're not spearing the guy with our head. Because we think that, get rid of your fucking American football fucking pads, mate, and your helmets. I'm fucking telling you, you know what I mean? Teach your fucking footballers how to fucking tackle. without fucking murdering each other or fucking causing severe brain damage.
Momentum here. Oh my God! You're supposed to hear it if you're falling. What about that? Owning by Taco Farce.
Hits tonight.
That's a game changer. Wallaby. Having a run. Oh, and then driven back to the halfway.
You see these tackles?
Lucas! Whoa! Timu has been mossed in the midfield.
It looks sometimes like there's head quite, but this is all shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to waist and all that. Grabbing people, and we don't. He tried to get him, he didn't get him. But you know what I mean? We don't try to grab around the neck. We don't have helmets to grab either, you know what I mean? It's shots, and the shots will expand, so you're not throwing somebody's head in it, you know. Your helmet, that not grabbing the helmet. Take the helmet off, man, there's nothing to grab. America, please, for fuck's sake. See, this is something I would say to a lot of Americans who love American football. The padding in the helmets actually cause more damage to the players, which is why you've had to introduce all these crazy fucking laws about not fucking grabbing the mask and no spearing with the head and all that. Yeah, people wouldn't fucking do that if they didn't have a fucking helmet on. They would learn how to use their fucking shoulders, how to use their arms and grip. You know what I mean? It's god damn, you know. You want to watch some rugby, you American football fucking, you know, fans. Watch some fucking rugby and see how it could be played. I'm just telling you. Yes, American football is a fantastic game. I love American football. But I hate how it's become. It's become so... For a contact fucking sport, it's become so non-contact. Simply because of the fucking amount of fucking padding and shit you got on. You're feeling vulnerable and you just want to go in there. And then they had to say, no, there's no spearing. Yeah, you wouldn't get that if you didn't have helmets. Get rid of the fucking helmets, get rid of the fucking padding, be more like fucking rugby players. You know what I mean? It's the skill of the ball and manipulating your man and stopping your man without causing fucking, you know, damage. You just don't have any fear when you're padded up because you think it's going to protect you. And it doesn't. It doesn't protect you, and it doesn't protect the person you're playing against. Get rid of the fucking helmets and the padding and play American football without pads and helmets. I guarantee you it will become a fucking better game. Might even out fucking strip rugby. I would hope it. The only thing is you fucking stop every fucking 10 metres and it's like, it's annoying that. For me, and don't get me wrong, I've watched American football since the 70s, and it's 2021 now, and yeah, I still like American football, but I keep watching it, you know, bunch of pussies, you know what I mean? I don't think American football can sustain itself over the next sort of 40 years. It will eventually become, you know, rugby is going to become more of an international game, I think, than American football. You can put all the money into it you want. But when people see people doing this in America, you remember when soccer wasn't a fucking big thing in America? Yeah. Poofy sport, wasn't it? It's a poofy sport, yeah. Look at how big soccer's going, especially in the female realms in America. I know female soccer and that. Can you imagine what's going to happen when rugby hits America? No padding, big hits, people going up in the air and all that. And then you're competing with people all fucking padded the fuck up with helmets, and so many regulations put in how you can't fucking do this and do that. But you can do it in rugby. You can hit a guy in rugby, you know, boom, full fucking run, boom, take him out. And they don't have fucking helmets or padding on? Are you fucking kidding me? See, when rugby comes to America, mate, yeah. American football is dead unless it gets rid of its helmets and its fucking padding, mate. You need to become mayor at rugby. You can reduce all the fucking, you know, well, you can still say head-to-head classes if you can see double spearing with your head, but you don't want to spear somebody, you could break your own fucking neck. This is why people don't do it in rugby. Yes, I know that in a career, Americans, you know, even with all the padding, they break bones and that. The thing is, in rugby, over a wicked career, if you're a fantastic rugby player, you're probably going to break nearly every bone in your body, you know what I mean? And then they recover, they go, they get the bones, put that, and they get back out in the pitch. They're not saying, oh, I broke my leg, I want fucking padding on my leg. Oh, I got a concussion, I want fucking help. No, they're saying, oh, I've got to learn to fucking, you know, watch out for that and make sure my head's not fucking clashing with somebody. See, when the skill of the game isn't just moving the ball, but actually how you interact with the other players in the field, that is more intricate than all the bullshit you get with your fucking American fucking football. I love American football. I'm intricately watch it all the fucking time. I watch all your tactics and all that shit. But oh my god, it's become such a lame fucking shit game over the last fucking 50 years. It has. Compared to rugby that's been going on for fucking centuries, your American football is so fucking lame. But it is a big sensational, lots of people support it, and it's exciting. But God, get rid of the pads and the fucking helmets, guys, and play the game like rugby's played. Yeah, you don't have to play rugby, but you know, you can play your game the way you play it. But people just got to be more aware of what they're fucking doing. Otherwise, you're just a bunch of hacks trying to fucking go, oh, we want to make our own game, but the regulations are going to kill it, man. You're going to kill the fucking game. God damn. Take the pads off, get rid of the fucking helmets, and then people will be more aware of what they're doing. Yeah, there might have to be some changes to how you run your game, but I'd rather you change how you run the game rather than fucking just keep persevering with regulation and changing heavier padding, better help. I'm sorry, it's never going to go anywhere. You're fucked, right? Fucking watch rugby for a bit, mate, and see how that fucking goes. I'm telling you. Work.
Bochica bien fait pour ce tennis.
Tout à l'heure, Hunt, cette fois-ci Vicinia.
Oh, the big hit coming in from Karevi, who read that one brilliantly. But now they switch the play.
Navarro. Oh, it gets through Lewington again. Now he takes on Billy Vunipola. Not for the first time today, just bouncing off Alex Lewington. And then Billy Vunipola.
Avec Yobo pour Millet. Heureusement qu'il les a vu arriver. Et deux sur l'épaule de...
Rugby is going to come to America, big style, in the next fucking 10, 20 years.
Power here for Ben O'Donnell.
Guarantee it's the next big fucking invasion of America, the European world sport.
It's going to be Matabao. Wow. Today's got his chance though.
First catching the line out there from the Wallaby Luke Jones, and there's a big hit in midfield.
Wow.
And that's Rundra. I know he's one of your favourites.
Warner to Pollard. Oh, and a big hit. Well read there by Karevi. But it's not forward. And Esterhuizen tries to bring his nation forward again.
Oh!
Is that a shoulder? Who's on a tackle?
Oh, that's tackle.
Field, it's Tyke Furlong. And still going and battering All Blacks. In the space here for Rodder. Somehow Farrell, the England captain, got in the way of the Giants' second row.
Split second. I don't want to go back to the shoulder tackle story again, but
It was Hooper, in fact, who made the tackle. Terrific tackle, a try saver by the Wallaby number 7.
Oh, bumps off the strong, heavy contact.
Coming on, Bruno Cox, bows him in half. Absolutely bent.
I think I'd like to say any American viewers who are watching this sort of thing as well. You'll notice as well, even though these people take really heavy hits, right? They get slammed and put on their back, and it's like they're not unconscious or anything. It's like they still have the presence of mind to put the ball back so that one of their teammates can pick it up. You know what I mean? It's like, God damn, I don't know why you Americans are not into rugby yet. I mean, God damn, rugby is like the epitome of what American football is supposed to be about. It's not about padding and helmets and shit like that. And, look, it's about taking a ball, taking it downfield and scoring. And one team against another. When you see some of what goes on in rugby, I mean, some people get hit so hard, you think, oh, you must be unconscious. And then the next thing he's looking about and throwing the ball to someone else. And it's like, how the fuck, after a hit like that, no padding, no helmet on, how is he able to hit the ground and he's looking for someone to pass the ball to? See, this is the thing. I mean, you Americans are so soft. No, you are so fucking soft, right? You need to come to Europe and compete in our fucking tournaments, compete in our games. I would love to see some fucking American fucking, people for the NFL and all that. Come and get into rugby shops and fucking get a team and play a rugby fucking game. Play a game of fucking rugby against even the smallest rugby team in the world, you know what I mean? With all your speed and all that. Right? And understand that, yeah, there's a lot more to do with competition that doesn't involve your fanny ass fucking poofy fucking, NFL fucking shit. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? It's one of the biggest, most expensive leagues in the game that involves a ball. But you look at how you play. Every fucking 3 seconds, you're fucking stomping the fucking ball and stomping players. You watch fucking rugby, man. It's free flowing. We're running each other. We're fucking doing that shit. And you're like, no, we're the greatest fucking. No, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? America, fucking, it's time for you to get out of the kindergarten. You know what I mean? Pussy fucking shitty, crap that you play, and then get into real play. I mean, I want to see America played with no fucking padding and no helmets. I'd love to see that. I think that would be the original game that the people that devised it wanted to see. You know, I'm just saying. You could still have your fastest runners, your fastest pushers and all that. You know, farthest fucking throw. You could have all that. But no fucking padding, no helmets. And let's see how it fucking works out, man. I'd love to see America football played with no padding, man, and no helmets. Oh my God. That would, see if somebody was to start that in America, I guarantee you, very shortly, nobody would be going to the stadiums with the fucking people with the pads. And they'd all be going to the fucking stadium with people with no pads. You know what I mean? I fucking guarantee it, man. Because it's more exciting. People are actually doing something that fucking matters. You know what I mean? Dangerous shit.
Big tackle from Ruru. This is after the advantage. No surprise they're going for the jugular here. Crusaders.
Short ball for Man.
So there we go. Anyway.
No.
So there we go. Right. I'm done for the night now. I keep saying that and I'm not. Right. But yeah, I'm definitely done for the night. Thank you very much for watching my my rip of politicians in America, and then my chat about eating dead bodies as medicine. I'm sure they're all blessed. You know what I mean? And then sport. You know what I mean? European sport versus American padded shit. Thank you very much for watching. Slime you fucking van motherfuckers. Look, America, you're in a dire fucking state at the moment. Almost every other nation in the fucking world, although we're all fucked, we're doing better than you. So fuck me. Wake the fuck up. Stop having the American dream. The dream of the American dream. Like, could wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? God damn. Sean, you fucking var America. What? I don't dislike or hate America. I'm just saying you've got to wake up. 250 years, right? It's time for you to wake up out of that fucking dream you're in. Understand how yous have helped to fuck the whole world. And now it's time for you to help fix it. That's all I'm fucking saying. Now you can do that or you can not do it. It's up to fucking you, right? But please, for fuck's sake, stop electing people who are out there for the billionaires and millionaires and start electing people who are there for you and normal people. Fuck. We're not all going to become millionaires, but we're all going to have a fucking house to live in and a doctor to see. That's all that we need to at least give us the opportunity to become millionaires. You know, you understand? Your kid, if he doesn't get a fucking house to live in, if you live in a fucking drainage system somewhere, and you know what I mean? If you're living in a tent because your house was repossessed, why was it repossessed because of socialism in Europe? It was repossessed because of capitalism in fucking America. Because the capitalism you thought was working for you fucked you in the ass. So maybe you need to fucking rethink that shit. Okay? And then maybe your kid can have a house to live in when he goes to school. I believe it's possible. I believe that's possible for America. Just stop being fucking assholes, man, and just fucking realise that, you, your kid, your sister and her husband and their kid are more important than some fucking asshole who fucking runs fucking Facebook or fucking Amazon. I'm sorry. Or any cunt who fucking works in fucking, your capital fucking city. Fuck them. Fuck the Ted Cruzes and the Pelosi's. They all need to work towards making your life livable. That's it. Find your fucking fat motherfuckers.